Comcast is evil.
Most intro for the most boring group of people.
My heart is pounding from that.
I know.
And I'm part of the group, so I mean, I'm not making fun of everybody else, but it was just kind of like I feel like I should be leaping through my wall and like,
I know.
oh, God.
That's the best part of the intro is that it just cuts to all of us going, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, it scared Michael away.
Yeah. Michael,
I think he got sucked in the graphics.
Where is he? There he is.
There we go.
There's the co-host showing up late.
I needed a refill. We were talking prior to the show, and I drank a little too much, and I needed to refill it.
All right, so this is the full 42, late but still here. And let me introduce everybody real quick. So my co-host here, Michael, what's your last name again?
Come on.
Just kidding. It's right there. Michael, he's my co-host. I guess I really know nothing about you because I don't ask any questions to her.
Yep. I don't think anyone here knows how to say my last name, which would be great.
Giuliano.
Wow. All right.
All right. We got Daryl Andrews, great designer. We got Peter Vaughn, great publisher and designer and game maker all around. Katya Howitson, Board Game Creations, and Lance, the Undead Mikester.
I'm so pleased to be here.
I got some of your name right.
But yes.
Right. You got Mikester.
Lance, yeah, I got Mikester right.
You got everything.
It's pretty solid.
Please like and subscribe. I have that in the little banner here, so I always remember to do that.
Otherwise, you got to have a call to action, or else people won't act.
Very professional.
So how's everybody doing? Right before the show, I lost connection and couldn't launch, so we're a few minutes late.
Comcast?
Yep. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Great.
Can't complain.
Everyone here are past guests, right? So you're kind of returning, a big return.
I was proud to be first loser guest, which is another word for second.
Yes. I'm proud of that too. I'm just proud of it.
I would just like to point out again, I must have before I must have asked, I don't know, a half a dozen times to be a guest on your show, and then you just went off and got, we're not going to have guests. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to. But as soon as we have guests, you're on the short list.
He brought you on a second time. Really?
Yeah, you can tell we have some technical difficulties, and what we wanted to do was iron everything out before we brought you in.
I was the guinea pig.
Right.
Me too.
You're all still guinea pigs. I just barely lost connection again, so this could be the shortest episode.
Oh wow! Nice.
Well, we can carry on without you, right? I mean,
I hope so. If so, go ahead, Mike. You'll have to.
Yeah, I have the game.
Come up with stuff. Yeah, awesome. So we are going to play some games, but before we get into some games, I saw that Spiel's DR was announced. Yeah, it's kind of feeling like the. Like the Oscars at this point, right? How many of these games? I don't know if you guys looked at these yet or not, but how many of these games have we played? There's 9 that have been nominated for 3 different categories. I played 1.
Me too.
I played 2, and Arnak and Paleo. And yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't have small kids anymore, so I don't play, the younger kids games. Mm-hmm. And I've never really played. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I definitely have played Spiel des Jahres games, but I mean, like none of those that they listed off interest me at all. But the Counterspiel ones, I almost always have played every single one of those. So, but only 2 this time.
Yeah, the last few years feels like they're in their own little world, and oh, by the way, we should grab one game that everyone's heard of and throw in there.
I feel like that's kind of always been true.
I mean, yeah. Fantasy Realms, to be honest with you, I'd never heard of it.
Oh, really?
Never heard of it.
So that one I played years ago with John Gilmore and Ian Moss, I think at PAX U when cons were still a thing. And that one shocked me. And I guess I don't really know the whole, like what makes it available, but I guess it has to be printed in German. So maybe that one was just printed in German.
Exactly. It did not have German distribution.
Oh, is that's the German edition of Fantasy Realms?
It is.
Oh, then I played all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There you go. I love Fantasy Realms.
I really love Fantasy Realms. When it first came out, it kept selling out so fast on WizKids. But I think it's a great game.
Yeah.
So you played one, Daryl. Have you played the other ones?
Yeah, I played. I'm just trying to pull it back up because I forgot to show.
I hadn't
myself
heard
that.
of Fantasy Realms before this.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's a good one.
I played a few of them.
Are we taking into consideration the nods, the extras?
Yeah, are we looking at the recommendation list too? Because
I haven't even looked at that one actually.
Oh, you should pull that up. There's a lot of games then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're not nominated, so what's the point?
No, but even just being on that list sells a ton of units. So
I bet it does. I bet it does sell a ton.
Probably, yeah.
So it's a pretty huge honor to even just get on that list, and some of those are.
It gives me hope that a game can not be on a couple of years, and then all of a sudden it's available in German. Get on.
Yep.
That would be like all the you ever worked on could make it on there then.
Right.
Exactly.
They still don't have any German troubles.
Then you better hope that you have a really good deal with that publisher in Germany that's working on that. And you didn't sell it for Dogecoin or something.
So the recommended following, they only gave 5 titles, right? It's for each nominee.
For each, yeah. So it'd be an additional 15 titles. But I mean, even Zombie Teens and Neo London, I got to test those because those are both published by Scorpion Mask. Scorpion Mask is a company out of Montreal, and they actually, I think, just this year got acquired by the Asmodee machine. So that even shows like they saw the talent coming, and
they got two in the final 3.
It's almost like maybe they had the the inside streak there. What are the 5 nods for Kenner Spiel? I mean, I won't speak for anybody else, but that's probably the only thing I'm interested in. So
the recommendations for the Kenner are Aeon's End.
Yep, played that.
Barrage.
I have not played that, but it's
problematic. That's
Barrage is good.
Yeah.
I like it.
The nods don't have to have big distribution. Does that have big distribution? I guess.
No, it just needs to be in German language.
Oh wow! I need to get going on.
And available in Germany, yeah.
And available in Germany, but it actually does not have to be even a lot of units. I remember getting to talk to the committee because they have started boothing at Gen Con, and they do some they're going to answer those kind of questions and kind of inform people, and that's all you need is just like the game available in the native German language. So.
Right, but you can't submit it to the jury. They just have to kind of stumble upon it. So you do need distribution enough for it.
But they play a ton. So I went a few years back to Tom Felper's house in Switzerland, and he hosts I think 4 nights a week a playtest night where people are on this list and they get to come every 3 months. And I happened to be in Switzerland just mooching off of my wife had some work thing to be in Switzerland. So I emailed him and he bumped someone so that I could get in. I feel so bad. I don't know. I don't ever want to meet that person. But got to go there and he had his normal apartment, but he had an extra unit just to hold the games.
Wow.
And they just rotate in. So if anyone fears that their game might be overlooked, they're on it. They track down every game they play, every game, and then the ones that bubble up are the ones because people keep requesting, or just him watching the reaction. Those games keep bubbling up, so it's pretty intense. You actually see an environment of people playing games, which is pretty cool.
I mean, this year is a little bit
collecting
better.
them.
Notes: get flat in Switzerland across the street.
It is a little bit better that at least some of us have heard of and played the main game, the main category here. I never really, I have nothing to say about the kids one because I don't look at the kids games. So
I looked at them, and I mean, I've heard of Dragomino before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Bruno Cathala and dragons, so I would be all over that if I had kids. But it really looks a little bit,
Isn't that just a reskin of King Domino?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's interesting because that's like a previous winner in a different category being re-implemented.
I had a previous
but it
winner.
looks
I
really
just keep
cute.
going.
Yeah.
Here it is again. And
here
here
it is a little more. Yeah, that's funny.
Just to
What is
finish off
Zombie
the
Teens?
other Kenner nominations, there was Aeon's End, Barrage, Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, and Rift Force, which was the only one I never heard of.
The Rift Force, I don't know if it has had a North American release. Has it?
I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but
Oh yeah, I haven't seen this one.
Can I be well, no, okay. I don't want to.
Lance holding his gun? No.
Do I dare be controversial at this moment?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I don't know if so do you recall like there was when like and I say this, I like Isaac. I consider him a friend. I mean, I haven't seen him in over a year now. But Isaac Childress, like after Jaws of the Lion didn't get nominated for any Dice Tower awards or anything like that, he kind of went and like he had kind of a really long tweet about how like he didn't think it was fair that it hadn't been nominated because it's its own game and it stands and I think maybe I don't know. I don't want to say I know this for sure.
I was at the award show where he won every award for Gloomhaven. Right. And like, I feel like the Dice Tower has paid enough hardware in his house. Like, I think he won 7 awards.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
All I'm saying is that so he had this very long thing, and I don't think he said anything now about. Here's the deal. I mean, I haven't, I've stated on many occasions when I've had a chance to say anything. I mean, I think Gloomhaven is an excellent design. I think he did a fantastic job with it, and I think, I give him all the credit in the world for how well he's done it. It isn't. I don't find the game to be fun. I mean, and I realize that I'm in an extreme minority, when it comes to that, and it's just not my cup of tea for whatever reason.
Yep.
So, saying that, and also from a standpoint of complete no knowledge, I have no idea if Jaws of the Lion is functionally different from Gloomhaven. Is it just like basically a new campaign setting? Is it? I have no idea.
I've heard it's more streamlined, but I haven't played it.
But I mean, but functionally, is it okay? So it's. I mean, and is it really a new game? I mean, is it really? I mean, and the thing is that, and again, I don't want somebody watching this and saying, "Oh, I guess it's Gloomhaven." No, I mean, it's just like good for them. I mean, that's awesome. But I mean, also, I mean, I'm just kind of like, I've always been like, quit giving. I mean, let somebody else.
Right.
Get a nod, right?
That's why I said my comment. It's like
Jaws of the Lion doesn't need to get a nod from I mean, and once again, I'm not trying to take money out of Isaac's pocket or anything like that. But I mean, I'm sure there were games that were just as fantastic as Jaws of the Lion that didn't get like the thumbs up that really could have maybe helped put a game on the map. And you know what? And the bottom line is that probably isn't a criteria that Spiel should use. They should just say, you know what? These are the 5 games that we thought were really, really freaking awesome. And who cares if 8 billion copies of Jaws of the Lion have already been sold? Let's have it sell another 8 billion. But I mean, I tend to kind of go, like when it's just like, really, you're just going to give that guy another Academy Award? I mean, like, I'm sure there's somebody else kind of thing.
Yeah, but at some level, there's a reason why that game sells so much. I mean, So
well, no, it's just good, right? I mean, I'll say that.
I agree with you. Actually, I wasn't that thrilled with Gloomhaven. I've never played my original Kickstarter copy because I played it once at a convention. But I think the reason why you and I might feel that way is because we regularly play D&D, and nothing can really compare. It's a board game version of that. Right?
I am curious. Is anyone on here a fan of Gloomhaven?
I have Gloomhaven. I really like it. So
Okay.
No, I
was just curious because the irony is like,
yeah, and I didn't dislike it. It's just that I have D&D, which is better than Gloomhaven.
I mean, that's right on the money, right? If you once you play it, it feels like the grindy combat scene of a D&D encounter with your DM, and then that's what it feels like over and over. But if you have D&D, you have that and more. So you don't really need that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it exists for people who don't have that or enjoy D&D or any kind of.
I'm impressed at how tight mathematically he can get every combat, so that every combat goes to the last health. Right? I mean, that's actually very impressive.
Yeah,
that was the one thing that really, that we were really happy with, was how balanced it was, and like so many scenarios came down to, you had like, I don't know, a couple cards left, or your character was going to be exhausted, or like it came down to the wire. There's some scenarios we had to do a couple times, but it felt really balanced. The one thing that I mean, we don't have Jaws of the Lion, but from what I've seen is that the streamlined part is that instead of having to set up the whole map, it's in the book, which I could see how that would make setup so much easier, because that's definitely like having to look for the map tile that you need for the specific scenario, and the setup was tedious in Gloomhaven. So that normally, like when we play it, we leave it up and then we'll play a couple scenarios just because it's tedious. But the game itself, like for somebody like us who doesn't play D&D, it scratches that itch of like going on an adventure, and Right.
No, I mean, I have my normal D&D group. They meet every Thursday night and play it via Zoom. And they play it for like every Thursday night. They've been doing it since the pandemic started, and I think they played through the entire base game, and they've started on Jaws of the Lion. So
also, it's impressive the amount of content. That is a masterclass accomplishment, and also like a little bit like when that came out, I was like, oh, I hope people don't expect every game to have this much content. Are you kidding me? Like, come on! And it was like quite affordable. You think of the amount of work and hours that he put into that design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, content is my like kryptonite and.
Right.
Instead, like I love getting the mechanics ready, and then like, oh wait, I got to fill these cards with. It's a sword from a cave that, all that stuff. That's what slows me down. Mike knows that. That's where we are now in our design. So
I can imagine juggling like 17 different plates, so it's kind of hard.
Well, I was thinking too, Peter. I mean, you just came out of Dwellings, and that has a ton of content. You must be the expert here of like how much work that must be to balance all that and create all that.
It was daunting, but I mean the most daunting part was when I was looking at all the art pieces that needed to be made and sort of coordinating all of that. And there was a moment of like, I don't know if I can do this. This is a big one, and it did come out Gloomhaven's size.
Yeah,
but it didn't have. We didn't put the lore. We didn't put flavor on. We didn't put the MTG flavor on all the cards. We skipped that. I did hire a writer at the time, so he was putting BGG stuff up, trying to put some backstory. Then I found out no one on BGG cared about the backstory we were putting on it. So then we just said, you know what? Let's just get straight down to the fantasy, action scenes with the dragons that you're going to do.
But two things. Do you know what has like basically like the game before Gloomhaven and like just like unlimited content? That would be a really good DM with a sheet of graph paper. That's what it was, and that was the original, baby. Okay, that was my old man.
It's a good DM, but DM that's hard to get. Yeah.
Yes, but so the other thing is that to react to your whole thing. Oh, here's our backstory and the things or whatever. Like, I've definitely backed certain Kickstarters where you'll get an update where it's just like 20 paragraphs of some like narrative, right? And I'm just like, and delete. I'm just like, okay.
I know.
Now I know there are people. I am absolutely 100% certain that there are people that are jazzed and they read that whole thing. But after running nearly 30 plus Kickstarters, I guarantee you that, like, because we tried doing that for a Gray Fox, and like it was the amount of interaction we got, and like the amount of hours I put into writing like backstory for these different characters for Arcana Rising, and then for people that like, and then like seeing if people actually clicked on it to actually read the story. It was I mean, we're talking like less than a percentage point of people that were engaging with that. It's just like they're just like, okay, cool, it's there, see you later, and they just moved on with their lives. I mean, it's just
what I actually liked is during the Dwellings campaign is I think there was a fan that ended up making those stories, those backstories. I remember that in the group. Every so often I'd see one pop up and it was like, oh, the backstory for this faction, and it was really cool because it came from a fan. Like, I thought that was really neat. Yeah.
Daryl, you popped out on us.
I was trying to comment. If you realized I can't do that.
Oh.
If you can have people that like do it for free, I'm all for it, right? But I just found myself. For
example, I want that stuff, and I want to play a game with that. For example, I think the last one that I played that I really enjoyed for that kind of thing was Forgotten Waters. I think that's the name of it. The
Ryan Lochte.
Was that?
No, Forgotten Waters was.
Plaid Hat.
Yeah, it's Plaid Hat, and it sort of did what I want for that kind of thing, because we're all playing as pirates, and we all have our personal backstory that we're trying to achieve with, sort of interactions with the story that's happening, and with the flavor of it sort of got the Crossroads flavor. It got enough in there that every once in a while we achieve, enough tasks to say, let me read you a paragraph from my personal story, and it was a Mad Lib style, so we inserted words of the other characters and some goofy stuff in there, and we're reading that off.
Here's something about that game, though. Remember nice. that game came out, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's got all this like narrative and everything like that," and everybody was like super jazzed about it. And within like 3 weeks, everybody was like, "Who cares? Moving on." I mean, like you don't hear
every game.
You don't hear. Well, no, but
but
think about that. Think about that for a second. Think about the amount of work it took to like write all that story, write all that stuff, and just to create that thing, and then here comes somebody, that just, I mean, I'm not going to name a game or anything like that, but I mean, here comes whoever it is with the newest cube pusher in town, and that like just like there's no storyline behind that. There's no big like to do about, oh my gosh, look at all this like content we have here. Nope, here's your puzzle that you'll play over and over again. It's going to be the same puzzle with the same cards, the same cubes, the same resources, everything else. And people are like, oh, this game's fantastic. I can play this 20 times. And it's just like, and the person is like, I gave blood to make this book that's like this thick with all of these interactions. I mean, Sleeping Gods is the best game that came out this year. I mean, it is the best game not published by Gray Fox Games that came out this year. And it is, I have barely scratched the surface. I have played through it twice now, and I'm getting ready to play through it a third time. But the number of people that own Sleeping Gods who have done that with that game are like nobody, right? Nobody's done it. And
it's just sad because it's right behind me and I haven't opened it.
Exactly. And the game, and you are literally sitting on like the most fantastic adventure you'll ever go on.
I know. I played it once at the con, so that's why I know it's good.
And can I bitch?
I used to write that. Yeah.
No, sorry, but I'm going to jump. And this is so that's the one big thing that I'm always stunned by. Like it's like, because let's make this game. We'll put a big giant book in there. It's going to have all these different storylines and everything like that. I'm just like, oh my heavens, yes, okay, cool, but why? Well, I mean, just like but the other thing is that you do it because you love it, right? And you do it for the passion. Okay, that's why you do it. Okay, so I'm not taking away that. But the other thing is that recent extremely successful Kickstarter from Cole Worley for John Company, right? So John Company was a game I played at BGG Con with like 3 other super heavy gamers. And like they're like, yeah, I got this, and I want to play it. And I hadn't heard of it yet, and I was just they say it's really dense, and I was like, all right, let's play it. Like we were miserable for like an hour before we actually kind of figured out what we were doing, and then we sort of kind of stumbled our way to a finish line, and we were like, cool. That was like a really interesting design. Like they put a lot of work into that, and I actually went and bought a copy. Like right after that, I was like, oh, I got to get a copy of this because this is one of those games that has like a print run of 500, and if you don't get one, it's never going to get reprinted. So all of a sudden, they do this reprint, and it has like thousands upon thousands of backers, and I just was giggling as I was like, none of you have any idea what you're getting into.
No one's opening them.
You're never going to play this game.
I sat down to learn that game at a con, and within like 15, 20 minutes, I was like, sorry, I'm out.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to be the next Root. No, it isn't. It isn't.
Well, I was going to say on writing storylines, the very first game that I ever made was on Facebook. And it was a choose your own adventure horror style. So my buddy and I, he's a screenwriter, and he wrote tons of adventures to see because you could write your own adventures and publish them on Facebook, or you could play one of our preceded, adventures. And so he wrote one called, for example, one was called Blood on the Snow. It's like 6 teenagers are driving to this creepy motel, and one of you turns out to be the killer. And there's all sorts of things that he had to write because you could go into the woods and you could go into the old chapel and there's all this stuff. But if you played that through, you might never read all of the woods part, and you might not read any of the chapel part. And so, but he had to write so much content just for the tree structure to exist, for you to feel like your choices mattered and there was enough to do, and you could play it a second time.
It's like being a GM for an RPG game.
It's like, it's horrible and it's fantastic at the same time, right?
That was
I love it.
I was thinking about, Chris, your Star Wars thing. You told me you've written so much that your players haven't even experienced because they chose not to even go that way. And Lance, I'm sure you do the same thing.
Well, I learned a long time ago, if you're going to run a game, don't write anything. I mean, seriously, you have to. Okay, and this is going to sound arrogant, but you have to be a DM for like about 10 years before you have so much. You have so many modules you've read, so many things you've done, so many of everything. That like you've watched movies, you've read books,
you like just conjure a room up on the fly.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like maybe you draw out a map. I mean, I usually end up drawing my dungeon as they experience it, because I think it would be really cool if they found a room with a fountain right now, and I just make a room with a fountain, and then describe that to them.
I make a what is that?
No, seriously. I've said this repeatedly. Like all you need, to give this guy credit, this guy wrote a book in 2018 that was called The Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master. It was a Kickstarter. It did kind of okay. He published this book. It has become like all the rage. Like a few like of the big like online people that run games and show games off found this book and read it, and they all said, this is the book that everybody needs to own. Throw your Dungeon Master book away and just get this book. And so now it's like you can't find the book anywhere. And so if you're a person who plays D&D and you don't own a copy of Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master, you can find them on Amazon. They just came back into print. It's like $17, and it's the best book you'll ever read on how to run a D&D game with no preparation whatsoever. You just sit down and you say, okay, and it's not like we're in a tavern and you find out something to do. No, it's like you start them off in media res. When in doubt, like the old Raymond Chandler thing, when in doubt, have a guy walk in the room with a gun. It's like you start the game, you start them off. They're the guards on a merchant train, and here come the bandits. Okay, roll initiative, and then you're off and running, and the players will take care of it. But anyway, I'm done talking. But that Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master. If you want to run D&D, buy that book.
I am running a campaign in Star Wars that is this huge overarching thing. So I've written a lot for it. But what I do is, like, if I create a cantina that I want them to go into, and they just drive by and go, I don't want to go in there, and that happens, then that cantina will magically appear on another planet somewhere.
Well, yeah.
That,
exactly.
You can always recycle stuff. And what you were talking about before, Peter, what you were saying before, or with board games, you can't do that on the fly like you can in RPG. So there
One of the
is
challenges
a lot
of the
content.
medium.
There's a lot of content that just is left on the table or left in the box, basically.
Well, okay, yes, and I'm not trying to take over the role here, but I mean, as the host, but how many people here like play? I mean, obviously, Katya, you said that you play Gloomhaven because it gives you that D&D experience. Have you had any other?
I've played a couple times. It was with my sister and her boyfriend, and we. I was actually telling Michael my experience with the RPG is that I'm a terrible RPG player because I will get hung up on little details, and I waste so much time, like asking, like, okay, I'm gonna touch this wall. Is there anything that feels suspicious about this wall?
Oh, I love that.
Sure. And then the DM's like, sure, roll for initiative. Like, and I feel like I'm wasting time. And we end up playing for 5-6 hours, and nothing has happened yet. Like,
how about this? How about other board games? Like, if you like that type, if you like the idea of playing an RPG.
Before you go far, I just want to tell Katya, I would love that as a player. I love when players do that.
And
really?
I would like
to be the GM I'm super paranoid.
No. You see, Katya, when you say like, "Oh, do I notice anything about the wall?" I mean, I'm not saying that the person who's running your game was poor at what they're doing, but like somebody like that's a perfect time for you to like for somebody to say, "Oh, well, actually, it like you feel a spot feels very smooth, like it's been touched over and over and over again," and then that gives you a hint where it's like, "Oh," and then all of a sudden I'm putting a secret door there where there wasn't a secret door, and like I'm giving you that hint, and it makes you feel like, "Oh, I'm a genius. I figured out that this is the spot," and then you need to reward. I could go on and on forever about how to be a good DM, but you need to reward players and make them feel cool. That's like that's how you have a good session. You make everybody at the table feel cool, like they did something cool and awesome and fun at some point, and they'll be okay. But I mean, have you ever played any other board games? Anybody? But I was asking Katya. I mean, have you ever played any other like dungeon crawling board games other than Gloomhaven?
Not overly, but we're waiting for Isofarian Guard, which I think is going to give us like some kind of feeling like that too, where there's a storyline and there's, you go on adventures and stuff like that. But no, we don't really have a whole lot of dungeon crawlers per se. Like I would say. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of dungeon crawlers, but I mean, I'll play anything when it comes down to it. Like I'll play anything.
One of my favorites of recent times has been Tainted Grail because I think the writing was super solid and interesting. There were scenes in there that they felt like they took the scene and then went further and further and further in. And granted, it's just one kind of play because I can't play that with another group or whatever, but there are games that do that, so I thought that was cool. I'm still always looking for the idea behind, like what Ryan was trying. I haven't tried Sleeping Gods too much, but what he was trying to do in Above and Below and then Near and Far was get a book that didn't. It wasn't like Arabian Nights that you needed to constantly go to it, but you could go to it, and then when you did, okay, I know. It didn't quite get there. In Above and Below felt like you were reading the same kind of disconnected paragraph that wasn't quite it. And then Near and Far felt like it was trying to be there was a cool story game and there was a worker placement game or like a different mechanical game, and it seemed like you would win if you just played ignored the story game and just played the other one. So it's very
I was just gonna say I've never played an RPG.
Wow.
I have I don't like any Ryan Lockett games. Sorry to Ryan. I recognize.
Well, let me just remove you from the.
Exactly. I am the opposite.
This is very fitting because I was going to say if I could design a Sagrada, that's what I would. I mean, there's because we're talking about this contrast between having all this narrative, and having a tight puzzle game. Which is also what people really enjoy, right?
I love puzzle games. That's my jam. Like the Sagrada stuff. Give me that all day long. I love those games.
My favorite
Holy Grail is a puzzle narrative game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, I think Sagrada's okay. I can't. who was the hack that designed that though? I can't remember.
Adrian Adamescu.
Adrian, yeah.
Well, no, that guy's good. There was some other guy. There's some other guy
one.
that like grabbed onto the cape and just got drug along. And
You know it.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. I
Yes.
will agree. Earthbound Nate, that is an excellent point. I do love 8 Minute. I got it right there on the
Yeah.
Is it the same? What's the difference between the 8-Minute Empire? We have the 8-Minute Empire Legends. Is it?
That was the
Because
second release.
Okay.
There's a few in that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the Legends one, and it's a fun little game.
See, because it cooks it right down to the fun part.
My favorite way of putting narrative in a game, though, is never the long paragraph text that you walk into a room and blah, 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 blah. I want to have a room on the board and move the meeple there. Now I'm walking into a room.
Sure.
When I read the text blocks or what's going on, I feel like I'm watching the animation on a video game.
Right.
Like, yeah. Get past all this.
It's
Let me
like
get
that.
to hitting
That's
things
where I
right.
hit the next button.
But
Right.
you can't.
It's
But you
just
can't.
like, come on, let's go.
You have a limitation of table space, right? I mean, you have a limitation where it's like you can't see that. Okay, so once again, I'm over talking everybody, so I apologize. I should put a limit or something. But most
Why our shows take 4 hours.
most games that are based upon like some sort of dungeon crawl experience or some sort of like adventure type experience, and there's other games. I mean, like it doesn't have to be fantasy, right? There's all, like Space Hulk is or Nemesis or things like that. But anyway, what I'm getting at here is that you have a structure there that doesn't exist in RPGs. It's just like it's like, oh, I want to do this. Well, you can't do that. You can do it your character. You have four skills.
Yeah.
And that's what you can do. And those 4 skills interact with these 4 buttons that you basically push in the game. And something happens.
Mm-hmm.
And so what it comes down to for those games to be good or not really is the AI. And one of the things that I have a problem with is that we've gone away from the one versus many process, where it's like you go back to like playing Descent, where it was one person was the evil overlord and they were trying to beat up the players and trying to win. And I thought that worked so much better because when you allowed like a person to like figure out what should I do here, what power should I use, and everything like that, trying to beat the people and trying to do better than the people, then it opened up so many more doors and it just helped things out. Now people just figure out the programming and they just go, okay, well, we know that guy's going to move 3 and make an attack, so I'm going to move 4 spaces away so he can't reach me. And then you come back over here and I'm going to hand you the fire extinguisher, and then you can run back, and it's just like, it
just feels like a cooperative game instead of like you're.
There was the Cthulhu one. They later adapted it with an app, but it was
Mansions of Madness.
Mansions of Madness.
Yeah. Mansions of Madness, playing the one side, which was totally unbalanced, and you could crush everyone. Was awesome because you're standing there with like you have your own the puzzles laid out, and you have your own way of you can decide to put in this monster or that monster or whatever. But the problem is that if they didn't go down the exact right path in the right amount of time, they were never going to solve it. So
the problem was, which I found out more than once, is if you messed up the setup, the whole game's ruined.
Yeah, you're screwed.
If you put the wrong card in the wrong spot, that's it. You have to stop the game.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours in, that's it.
I was admired a little bit of.
Okay.
It didn't work out completely as it was designed to me, but I really liked it. Was just launched again. Was Robinson Crusoe.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the idea that I choose whether or not I want to go into the wilderness by myself. If I choose to do that, and I roll, say, a danger die, then I get a jaguar encounter that I decide what I'm doing. It has an effect. And then if I choose to run, then you take that card and you mix it into the main event deck.
Yeah.
And the Jaguar will come back.
Yeah, it'll reoccur.
I mean, to me, that was a really interesting way of saying, here's a choice, and then that choice will bite you if you do this and this and this.
Has anyone played Valor and Villainy by Skybound?
I have not yet.
In this group? Lance?
I don't get to play games anymore. I have to do reiterations of play tests of the same games over and over and over until we finally get all the bugs out. So, no, I'm not. Anyway.
Yeah.
So they do the one.
Hey, everybody always says, "Oh, I'd love to work in the industry." Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah.
I don't know what your point is with that. It's
still pretty
fantastic.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Well, no, I will say all day
unbelievable.
long. It's probably better than what I used to do, but it is not all brownies and lemonade. I'll just say that.
Yeah, no, it is. It's unfortunately brownies and lemonade all the way till you get diabetes.
All right, I'm gonna push us to the game. Otherwise, we'll do this for hours. All right, so the first game that we're gonna play. Let me do that so I can later timestamp this. So. It'll be easier for me. The first game we're going to play is MonsDRAWsity. I think I first played this on your show, Lance. The Alaboom. Didn't you pull this up?
I don't know. I'm usually drunk.
Or someone. That makes sense.
That explains so much.
I need a drink right now.
If not, then I apologize. But
I need a refill.
so what we're going to do, MonsDRAWsity, is there are monsters on the other side of this card. And yep, there you go. And I'm going to look at this card, and I'm going to give myself, was it 20 seconds or 30 seconds, Mike?
I think we did 30 last time.
I'll tell you, man, I played this since, and I would do, we've kind of changed the rules up because it's supposed to be 20 seconds to look at it and then 2 minutes to describe it.
Yeah.
I really would say 30 seconds while you're looking at it because of our setup. I would say 30 seconds. If you go less than 30 seconds, it's pretty friggin' rough.
It's brutal. Okay, I'll do 30 seconds. So for 30 seconds, I'm going to look at this monster and I'm going to describe it to you guys. And you are going to try to draw it based off my description. And then afterwards, you're going to show the drawing to the camera, and we're all going to laugh at your drawing skills. And then we're all just going to pick basically who got the closest, but I'll give the points.
Whenever I played this with Peter, he always ends up drawing.
I haven't played this
wieners.
before.
I was really tempted to draw something before and then just be like, whoop.
So I'm gonna. That's.
So can we draw while you
draw dwellings of Eldervale monsters?
Can we draw while you describe or?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh
you
yeah.
have to.
Yeah,
But
you have to during that time.
It gets dangerous because you might.
Yeah,
realize
Lance, you only have this, when he starts the timer. You only have the 30 seconds while he's describing it to draw. Once that's over, once that's done, it's over. You can't draw anymore.
Yeah, pins up.
You don't get 2 minutes to draw?
No.
Nope. You get the 30 seconds.
Lord.
Yeah, this got real hardcore.
It's gonna be fast. Reminds me of.
That's why I was
reminds me
pushing
of
for more
college.
than 30 seconds.
No,
Yeah,
30
let's have
seconds.
45 seconds.
I had a college professor that would have a model stand up in front of everybody in the drawing class, and every 15 seconds the model would move, and you had to capture the entire position and pose. And
Yeah, you have to get
Was it former
Yeah.
professional wrestler
Yeah.
Rick the
Artistic
Model
skill.
Martel?
Oh, wow.
Rick the Model Martel, baby, that guy was awesome.
Dating yourself, but that's a good reference right there.
No, it is.
All right.
Remember when he came back as a baby face in WCW, but then he injured his neck and he had to. But man, he was like the best baby face of all time for about 6 months. Then he got hurt and he had to retire.
Then he was done. Yeah.
I'm going to give out points 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 is the best going down.
Okay.
And I've got, I guess, 5 monsters here. Maybe we'll do 6 if we're going by fast. So, has everybody got their pens, pencils?
Ready.
Ready? All right. My
Such a mess.
timer went away. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Disclaimer,
And
I'm not an artist.
I have
No,
not-
I'm gonna need 7 more minutes before I. Jeez.
All right. Here we go.
That's what I wrote.
And I have not seen these until I turn it over either. All right, here we go. And all right, it looks like a snake with an alien head. You know, classic green guy alien head, big eyes, but it has big ears like a Ferengi. It has a pacifier in its mouth. I know, and it's got. Well. It does have feet, but they're up like Sebulba, like just pointing at you. And he's got money in his hands. And that's time. All right, pins up.
Oh my God. Okay, so first of all, you have to like lay off of the references
You
that
have
are
so
so
many
obscure that I was
insiders.
like, what?
So many insider references.
I know there was a Star Wars and Star Trek reference in
Yeah.
there. I apologize.
Wow.
That's unfair.
It is unfair. You're right. All right. So everybody, show me your drawings. Well, let's do it one at a time, so I can see better. I can do something like this.
Oh,
So let's
whoa.
see Katya's. Oh, nice. Okay. Great. And Peter.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I see the
That's
pacifier.
beautiful.
Oh, money in the hand. Nice. Daryl. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's good.
That's
Yep.
nice. Mike, where are you? I can't see you on the. Let me see. Where are you?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
love
pull
that
you
set
up
of
for
clothes.
That's about
Oh, very nice.
Like one of your French girls.
I was gonna say.
Oh wow. Okay. It's in a sexy pose. And Lance.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's cute.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that one.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
It's too cute.
Nice. All right. So everybody hold them up again, and I'm gonna
Oh,
give you your
Wait,
points.
we have an entry.
Well, oh,
Oh, good.
Nice.
We have Corey.
oh, hold on.
Oh,
let me pull you up
sweet.
here.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cute.
pretty good.
I don't want to
Yeah,
get beat.
the
I don't want
color
to get beat by. I don't want to score a 0 now.
Wait, I just want to. We lost to Katya when we played this.
Okay, but
Sure.
you're not gonna this time. I really blew it.
All right.
I didn't know what the ears looked like
Right.
because he used a reference I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, doesn't look like Corey does either. Those aren't Ferengi ears.
I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, Mike got closest on that.
Yeah, Mike, you got the
Mike-
closest
Mike
on
nailed the
Ferengi
ears.
ears, and you don't know what it means.
I have
All right.
no clue.
All right, everybody, hold them up again real quick so I can give
There we
points.
go.
All right, we're gonna
Can we see the actual? Can we see
Corey,
the
if you're
actual?
listening, send them to Chris.
Oh,
'Cause
you
he
don't have
can
to
bring them up
yeah.
on the computer.
What's
Just
the
put 'em on
actual
this-
picture look like, Chris?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
We'll see.
Let me show you.
Yeah,
this.
let's see what that is.
It's going to be closest to this one right
Oh,
here.
Here, let me put myself.
Yeah, well, Michael, you bought the game, so I knew you would study the cards.
Yeah,
I
he
did not
he
study
has all
the
the cards displayed out. Yeah,
There we go.
I am not.
Oh, he's fancy.
those are nice.
Yeah, I forgot the suit and the business.
Suitcase.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his legs that are coming out at you.
yeah,
Yeah.
see, like right there.
Oh,
Those are like Sebulba legs.
what
Yeah, I
is
didn't know
the
that reference.
Wow.
From Star Wars.
I didn't know
Sebulba's the
that.
Doug.
He's one of the
Gotcha, I'm with you on
moderators.
that
on
Doug from
episode
Star
1.
Wars.
So did we get our
I'm
points?
terrible with weird
Yeah,
names
so
like that.
let's put the drawings up one more time.
Oh my!
We're working out the kinks. We're working out the kinks.
Lance, you're complaining, but I'm giving Lance the 5.
Oh,
I just like the look of it.
All right.
Mike,
Squeaky
where's your
wheel.
sexy one?
hold on.
Yeah, sexy one.
I mean, I should get assists for describing his. So
I'm getting the score track up so I can score it.
Peter's getting the 4.
All right, take it.
Oh. All right. I got to give Mike, he's got the ears.
He's got it. He's got the ears.
I'm giving Corey a 3 on that one. By the way, he's not stealing any points from anybody else, but I'm giving him his own points. Daryl, then Katya.
Yes.
All right, do that one again. Lance got the 5.
Yeah, Lance got the 5. Sorry, Lance. It
I got the
goes
score track.
Lance.
I'll keep score.
Oh, okay, great.
I'd like to retire after this round
But
as
isn't there something-
unbeaten MonsDRAWsity champion.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
there
all
something
downhill
about
from
this
here, buddy.
game where Chris would predict who would win, and then or
That's how the actual game
Oh,
goes
okay,
and
we're not
stuff.
doing
But
Yeah, no, we're changing it.
it's
All right.
it's kind of like concept where the points aren't that big of a deal. It's just more the fun drawing.
All right,
So-
Chris, talk to me. Who do you have?
It went Lance, then Peter, then Mike, and Corey. If you want to keep up with his points, they both got 3. and then Daryl, and then Katya.
Wah, wah.
Come back on this round right here.
Everybody else had the same facing forward thing, so that
I don't know. You said snake. I mean,
Hey, you're not wrong.
Michael's was
I don't
not.
know.
All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Gotta go sexy. Chris likes the sexy.
Yeah, I had to do the sexy.
Yeah, from
sexy
now on,
snake.
we're all in sexy
All
poses.
sexy poses.
Sexy poses. Got it. Check.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Nope.
And
Okay.
all right, this one. Well, it's kind of blobbish, no legs, no fingers, but it has kind of arms, so no hands. It has a anchor for a tattoo on one of the arms, a bat in that same arm, and a animal bat in the other arm. And it has like a beard. It's looking up, singing. You can't see its eyes because it's got a seashell for a hat.
Okay, I what?
And that's time. Oh yeah.
Oh my God! What? None
These are
of that made sense
Oh, no.
at all.
At some point,
Hey,
it's on
we
the
need more time for
narrator,
this
right?
I like the 10 seconds of, oh, well, yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah,
All right. All
that
right.
was a great 10-second drawing. The first part.
Well, let me show the picture so that you know what I was dealing with, right?
That's not cool, man.
All right. Here's the picture.
What?
Totally nailed it.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Bad. This is real bad.
This is bad.
Oh,
All right. So, oh yeah. Let's see. All right.
we should just go bed now.
Woo.
Oh, that's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah. Look
That's
at
pretty
that.
good.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the arms and what they're holding and stuff. That's excellent. All right,
I
Mike.
thought that
what
one.
you got?
This one came out. This one looks more like a moose. But
That's a nice move.
yeah.
Had you not said that, I would have thought that. Mike.
I
Mine's
nailed this
unfinished. Mine is so unfinished.
Yeah.
So
30
sad.
seconds is fast.
I've seen this card
well,
before. I
15,
think we
but-
might have played with it our last time, so I nailed this one. This was spot on.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, I think I know who's getting the one.
He knows.
Oh no, Chris, you haven't seen them all yet. So no.
No, that's still better than mine.
Yeah.
There's
All right,
no
Daryl.
way.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
look at the baseball bat.
Oh, I
Don't
wish
see
I
the
had got
bat.
the tattoo in there, but we didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I didn't know where to put the baseball bat. Like my brain was just trying to put the pieces together.
In
So
the
I don't
hand
even
with the
have a
anchor.
baseball bat.
In the hand with the anchor.
Katya?
Yep.
Like he's
Nice.
unfinished.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
see
big
the flag.
blob.
It's 30 seconds. And Peter?
I don't know about this.
Ooh,
It's singing.
Yeah, what?
it's got the singing.
He's
He is
totally
looking
did.
up with the mouth. Yeah.
No one else had the singing.
Oh my
True.
Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm sweating so much. Oh,
Did Corey give one to us?
We need
Yeah, I
like a
think he sent
45
it in.
second. Dear Lord.
Yeah. Roger needs to come in and take
oh man.
some heads.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
So,
Chris, Corey's is in Discord.
oh, okay. Excellent.
Oh my god, this is the best game ever. How is this not up for the Spiel?
It should be, actually.
Oh,
is it
I
in
wonder
German?
how the replayability is though once you've done all the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
oh, it
That's
does.
the
Oh,
only
it's so
issue with
fun.
something like that.
Yeah, there is an expansion with more cards.
Okay.
And you could just use anything at a certain point.
All right. So, everybody show me your, and I'll score 'em.
I want to point out that I actually got a seashell, a different type though, but he has a seashell on his head,
That's
does
true. That's
mine.
where
I
I
saw
would've-
that.
right?
I'm going to give Corey a 2. I'm seeing his. Let's see. Daryl. That's like the most complete. I'm not seeing. Oh, that's right. He didn't have legs. I'm going to give Daryl the 5.
Nice job, Daryl.
Good job, Daryl.
I'm going to give Peter the 4
Oh,
because you actually have like the little tail part,
Singing.
which I didn't even describe, and he's singing.
All right.
I
holy cow.
don't know what's going on with Mike's character there. Lance has got the 3, Katya's got the 2, and Mike, you're at the 1.
Yes.
Oh, I thought
I think Mike just drew a sexy whale.
I think
he
that's
drew
just all
it.
he's
Like,
gonna
what-
do.
No, it was a sexy blob.
Sexy
no
pose.
Oh, I
every
forgot
time.
the sexy part. Whoops.
Mike's bringing.
Still got second place though, Peter.
I know. I don't know how that happened.
All right, you guys ready for the next one?
No. I'm doing math. Hold on.
Should I up
45
this to 40?
seconds for this one now?
Yeah, should I up it up to 40 seconds?
Yeah.
You guys want
Yeah.
40?
Well, I mean, are you gonna take 20 seconds to go?
Yeah, less ums.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm going to take 30 seconds to do that this time.
Oh.
All right. Well, I don't get to see it until the timer starts. So, all right, here we go.
Wait, I gotta erase my sexy whale. Wait.
All right. There's a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
On camera too. Last week I called myself an idiot. Now I said sexy whale. This is great.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm so red.
Oh, okay. It's got a lot of tentacle legs. 3 of them have like little mouths with teeth, more like claw teeth. And it's like robotic legs, with their little rings around them. But the body, it looks like a robot body. No arms, just kind of like big shoulders. And there's a broken globe at the top and green cloud with orange eyeballs all in there. It looks like 5, 6 eyeballs. And it's like a green cloud coming out of it, and the eyeballs are floating in it. There's a vent on the front. A little Darth Vader vent on the front of it, and that's it.
Man, you described this stuff and like half of it I forget.
I know I gotta go fast. You guys felt like there was a lot more time.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
You get a lot more time on that one. You felt that, right?
It
Oh,
felt
totally.
better.
More time.
It did feel better.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the picture.
I probably did worse with more time, but I still felt better. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my god, that looks
is
nothing
not
like what I have.
drew.
No, mine looks like an angry kid.
Oh wow, Corey might. I think I'm gonna give. Well, let me look at the other ones, but Corey's got it.
Yeah, whoa. Don't be giving Corey 5 before you see our answer.
Yeah. Let me see everybody else's here. All right, Peter. Oh no, sorry, Mike. You're at top here. I'm just going. They give me a random.
I do look forward to seeing yours, Corey. Ooh, all right.
Nice. All right.
There's a lot of eyes on them and above them.
Yeah. I said like 5 or 6 eyes, but okay. Peter.
All right.
Ooh,
Oh, it's really good.
That looks good.
Dang.
Damn.
Liking that. Oh man. All right. There's
Peter's
competition.
crushing us.
Lance.
Yeah, I'd like the record to show. First of all, you said.
Lance, just show.
No.
No
No
prequel.
You said it's got a globe with a crack in it and 5 or 6 eyes, and then the cloud is above it with the 5 or 6 eyes. So I drew my eyes before you said the cloud had the eyes on it.
That's what I did.
Too many eyes.
All right. I'll take that into consideration.
Oh.
That looks good. Looks good. Very good. All right, Daryl.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I like the arms on that one.
He's
Oh.
got like hair.
He's so fun.
Yeah.
That was when I found out it was smoke.
Okay. Mine looks like an angry
That's
cake with tentacles.
Oh, I like that one.
I like that.
I like the
Kind of
face.
reminds me of what was his name? Brainiac? Not Brainiac. Was it Brainiac from
No,
Teenage
Krang.
Mutant
No, it wasn't named
Crane.
Krang.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the mouth on the legs.
I don't know, man. The whole like 6 eye that got lost, and I think it's. I don't know. I was thinking about this, and I think it's because I'm working in my second language. Honestly, like I just.
Well, this is
It's
coming out.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Here's Corey's, by the way. Share that real quick.
Oh man.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
This
nice.
is good.
That was
Okay.
good.
Boring.
Yeah.
If he was on here, I'd give him top marks. So I'm going to give him 5 right now.
Wow, really?
He gets 5 for that.
Wow.
He's not stealing the 5 from anyone.
No.
He's getting kind of side.
Corey, you did nail that one.
So you get one person to watch your show live, and you just trying to butter them up.
Butter them up.
Ooh, that's yeah. I got 2. We got 2 people. No. All right. So show me your show me.
Oh, this is so bad.
No.
They're great.
Man. Okay.
Every one of these is fantastic.
These are actually really good. All right. Peter's got the 5.
Oh wow!
Thank you.
Tatia's got the 4.
What?
Lance has got a 3. Presentation helps too. Daryl and then Mike.
What?
Wow.
At least I beat Mike.
It's tough to be the co-host on this kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No respect.
I'm just judging it off of what I see. It's not who's holding it, unless it's Mike.
Thank you.
We should in the future submit them so you don't know who has.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be interesting.
What do you got access to a fax machine? How are we going to submit them?
I wonder who does have access to a fax.
That is, I don't know if anyone, I might have brought this up before. I don't know if anybody watches Tournament of Champions with Guy Fieri, but they do a totally blind test, which I think is the best way to do it.
The
cool.
roll thing, too, is crucial.
Oh, fun fact, Keith and I are putting in the randomizer into the class in the fall. So the design class is going to have the randomizer.
Totally. I was definitely thinking of that while watching it.
Where's the fun come with the fact?
It's going to be what?
Well, you said it was going to be a fun fact. I'm waiting for the fun part of the fact.
Oh, clearly.
What other kind of drink?
No.
Lance?
Lance, I said fun facts. The fax is coming.
Oh.
You got to check your fax machine.
All right. I'm going to bump it up to 45 seconds this time.
All right.
Nice. I will also mention you won't need a fax machine to do what I'm suggesting. Roll20 now has MonsDRAWsity on it, and it does that function.
Oh, cool. All right.
Oh, neat.
We'll look into that.
It's just premium this month, and then it's anyone, I think, next month. So.
Cool. All right. Everybody get ready. Here we go.
I'm erasing my sexy octopus. Hold on.
You with your erasing.
Why would never mind? I'm just going to move forward.
All right. Here we go.
Put a little more sexy into my drawings.
Here we go. All right. It's very insect-like, facing you. It's got 4 legs, kind of spiderish, but it has hooves at the end of them. It's got a snake tongue coming out, 4 eyes on one side, all bunched up together and like a little hole in its head, and a big, looks like bird claws reaching up to the air with 3 fingers each.
What?
Talons like thing. Yeah, it's segmented. It's got like 4 segments. It's like a beetle with bird legs poking up. Yeah, it's got little hairy things off its leg. That's time.
Oh my God.
Well, that was awful.
God. I don't know that. Okay.
Was 45 seconds better?
Way better, but still painful.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't have enough time to bring sexy in. That's the problem.
No, me neither.
There's
There's
always time.
there's
There's
nothing
always
sexy here.
time.
I don't know if sexy could be brought into this one.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Round?
Okay, that is what you described. Just not what
So
I
there
heard.
were
Wish
two
I
of those
remembered
arms?
Wish I'd remembered the tongue.
Damn it. I'm always missing a limb somehow. Always. Look. I'm missing
Let's
an
see
arm
the
again.
missing limb. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm missing the tongue though.
that's a
You're
good
all
bird
right.
arm,
You're
though.
all right.
Yeah, that's a
Bird
really good
arm's
bird
awesome.
arm.
Mike, what you got? This is sexy.
I mean,
You had time to
everyone
write this.
is
Is sexy.
sexy.
Yeah.
Is he whistling?
That's
I don't know what that is poking out
I
there.
think he's kissing.
It's
Have
his
you
snake tongue.
have you seen a snake tongue before?
It's right there. That's
He's
his
doing the
snake tongue.
smooch. He's doing the smooch. Those are lips. On the kissy face.
Peter?
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, but I got something.
Ooh, that's terrifying.
Okay, yeah, that's scary.
Those segments.
That might be scarier than the real monster.
I think it might actually be scarier. Yeah. Lance?
Forgot the tongue though.
Like it. Oh, yep.
Oh,
Okay,
he's so
okay,
cute.
You got the segments. He is actually cute. You got the segments, the snake tongue, and the arms.
And
Yeah.
the sporks. He's got the
That's
spork
looking
from
good.
Taco Bell too.
Those are beautiful sporks.
And Daryl?
Oh boy.
Oh,
That.
that's pretty cool. I like that you got the eyes and the hole on one side.
Yeah.
Very good. All the elements. Yeah, I see it, Mike. Corey has submitted his. You guys want to see Corey's?
Yep. I want to see it because he says he didn't nail it this time.
No, it might not be getting the 5 on this one. But I think I'll give him a 2 for that one.
Yeah.
See a bunch of stuff there. Segments. Got the snake.
Okay. Yeah, it's beating mine.
I didn't say antennas.
Looks like he's got fruit by the foot.
Well, at the beginning when you're
When
drawing,
you say insect-like,
yeah, you got to go somewhere with that time. You don't want to just sit there and
That's
wait.
true.
I
That's
just
true.
sat there and waited. That's my problem.
That's my problem.
All
I
right,
just
let's
start
see them
drawing.
again for the scores. Ooh. All right. All right. I'm giving Lance the 5.
Yeah.
damn right you
Daryl
are.
the 4. Katya the 3 just because I like the bird arm.
Yeah.
Peter the 2 and Mike the 1.
You know,
not on
I'm your
purpose, I
co-host,
promise.
right?
I scraped
We
by.
co-host this show. You
I
and
promise it's not on purpose. I'm doing it just like that. I'm not thinking ahead.
He's not looking at the names. He's just looking at the pictures.
Calling
Yeah, you don't want to
bullshit.
give favoritism, right?
I'm calling bullshit.
I mean, I don't want to say you deserve that one, Mike, but
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have to label that this is
You-
sexy, then maybe it's not sexy.
yeah.
You actually did pretty good.
Praise God.
These other guys did just a little bit better. All right, erase your board so we don't have to wait an hour for you to
Well, do
play.
you want to know where we stand on the score so far?
Yeah.
If
Long
I
as you're
win,
the
if I
lowest.
win, I get daybreak, right?
No. No. You can't call it now when you have me by 10 points. That doesn't count.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh,
what's the score now?
This is embarrassing.
I have
All right,
16 points.
you have
Yeah,
16
perfect.
points. Very good. Peter is in second with 15. Daryl has 13. Corey has 12. Katya has 10. And I have a single digit 6.
Okay. All right. You
This
can
final
still.
round. The points are doubled.
Yep.
Still won't help me.
Ramp it up. Ramp it up.
One or two more.
2.
Yeah.
The rest of the deck.
Getting
Two.
one from Lance, 2
Hey.
from
Oh,
Katya.
dude's in the lead. Of course he's gonna say
Yeah.
one.
Well,
That's
no,
true.
I also do have I have children to put to bed, and I have things. To
That's
do.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. We don't have Lance all night.
Lance going to bed early? I don't believe it.
I tend to tuck myself in early nowadays. I don't know. It
Especially
just
when he's winning.
Unless
no,
it's Wednesday.
I mean, my days of I can stay up if I have to, but man, I do like a good 9 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours of sleep instead of like 4. You know.
And so you gotta be conditioning yourself back for like con season.
Yeah, but
yourself
see,
up.
one of the best things about con season was I was starting to take my daughter every single time, and she was always like 10:30, 11, getting tired. I was like, I had so much energy at Gen Con. Like it's like 7 o'clock. I'm getting breakfast. Everybody else is like dragging themselves in. I'm like,
I'm going to bed at 7.
oh yeah, I'm just going to bed at like 11 o'clock, getting up at 6, getting an egg McMuffin. It was good.
You don't even
All
know
right.
what that is.
Let's get to the next one. 45
All right,
seconds.
All right.
45 seconds on the clock. Your useless narrator getting ready to.
I'll keep that in mind for scoring. Here we go.
There you go. Oh,
All right. It's
you mean this
it's
totally
like the
arbitrary
annoying-
method that we have of giving out the win? Yes.
Hold on.
I'm
you got-
sorry. I'm sorry.
All
I'm
right,
not being
that's
very.
good. All right, here we go. All right, it's like the annoying orange, but without the eyes. So just like he's big teeth. It's an orange. He's singing. He's actually singing. He has a microphone in his hand. He's got muscly arms, and a weird tail thing that he's standing on. Doesn't quite look like a tail though. And then there's a big leaf for hair, and it's like the big hair that swoops out like Elvis kind of thing, but it's a leaf. He's singing really loudly, like really getting into it, belting out a tune.
No eyes?
No eyes. It's just an orange with a orange tell. Yep, that's it. Time. All right. Let's see. Well, let me show you the.
Oh man.
No, not me. Don't show me. Yeah, thank you.
All right. There we go.
Oh, Chris is in focus for a second. Well, no.
Oh,
Wait for
Oh,
it.
Lance.
there we go.
Hey, look at that.
Holy
It's
shit,
like a-
that's almost like mine.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance.
Nice. I like
That's good.
I
Holy
call
crap.
BS. She's got like the cards in front of her all splayed out.
Seriously.
I'm the only one who doesn't have the game.
I don't have the game.
I don't have a game.
All right. Let's. We'll saw Katya's. Let's see Daryl's.
Nice.
Yeah. Good leaf.
Is that a
No.
tail or a withered arm?
It was the tail at the end.
Okay. Peter.
All right.
Nice.
Could have gotten the
You
leaf
see
in
his
there.
personality. Lance.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, that is a beefy arm.
It's
Yeah.
like a
I had to make
trogdor
up
arm.
for the non-beefy arm because I already drawn it before you said it. The arms are beefy, so I had to.
Like a trogdor arm.
I was just gonna say I went Trogdor-esque
It's
on it.
very Trogdor. Yep.
And Mike. Let's see
Oh,
your
yeah.
one.
Yep.
Sexy.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a tiny arm,
I
though.
don't-
That's
yeah, I don't
not
see
beefy.
the arms.
Tail, and it's not about the tiny arm.
I don't see the arms.
Yeah,
Other,
there's
no
no,
arms.
there's no
other
arm.
than that, it's like really close.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes me think of Trump.
Let me see if Corey gave us one too. Oh, Corey's coming with the. All right.
Well,
So
the
you
thing
guys-
is that you're going to Corey, and Corey's got this extra like 7 minutes to finish their drawing.
That's why I'm not having him take someone else's.
Especially after you show the picture, they're like, okay. Pausing the video, just superimposing.
They're
it.
like digging through their copy.
Whoa,
Oh,
he's standing and everything?
Yeah, well, he gave him legs and stuff. That's not quite fair, but
Oh.
he's got that big arm and everything. That's
He
good.
It's like
does.
a Dundee. That could be a Dundee award.
All right, I'm gonna give Corey a
Oh,
3.
nice.
Would be a 4 if not for the legs. And show everybody else's here.
Corey gets a 3.
Oh man. All right. Because you don't have arms on it, Mike, I'm not going to give you the 5. I'll give you a 4. Katya
Wow.
is going to get the 5. Lance gets the 3. Oh, I like the personality on Peter's, but I like the arms on Daryl's.
Yeah.
That's hard. I'll give you both a 2.
Hey, that's not the rules.
Make him lose some points.
So how'd we end up, Mike?
Are we giving both 2s?
Yeah, I can do that. Moderator.
I guess that's true. Hold on, I'm erasing my sexy orange.
Just getting my stretches done here.
Pretty sure Lance still got it there, but
So
Yeah.
Lance is at 19. Peter is at 17.
Mhm.
close.
Mike is across the point of no return with double digits now, 10. Corey has 15. Daryl has 15. And Katya has 15.
Ooh, high five, Daryl.
What'd you have? 7, 8, maybe?
Me, I have 10, Lance.
He got
No,
double.
no. How is that possible? You had 6 and you just got 2. That'd be 8.
No, he got a 4.
4.
He got a
You got a
4.
Oh, you go. What
And he had
a.
no arm, or else he was going to.
I gave Peter and Daryl 2.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Don't worry, I can't
Three-way
beat
tie
you.
for 3rd place.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take this moment to retire from MonsDRAWsity, undefeated champion.
Fair
Champ.
enough.
It was fun, Lance.
Yeah.
Put a stamp on it, tie it with a bow, whatever. How's Canada, by the way, Daryl?
It is locked down.
Yeah, I'm so done.
No
We
done
got
with
2
this lockdown.
Canadians in here.
Yep.
I apologize. I didn't want to presume. I was catching a twinge of the accent, but I didn't want to like this.
Daryl and I actually live like 30 minutes away from each other.
I am so
wow.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Wow.
It's a good thing.
It's okay. Well, you can tell us the truth after he leaves.
Yeah.
No. So I mean, like I don't. I mean, Daryl, are you hitting any conventions this year?
Oh yeah.
Are you going to like Gen Con and stuff, or?
Gen Con, I'm not 100% sure, but Origins, I'm for sure, and beyond. Gen Con, it's a timing thing. We'll see, but
yeah, I think the only one I'm going to be really for sure for, if he has it, I'll go to BGG Con. But,
right.
But other than that, I mean, like Gray Fox, we don't have a booth at Origins, or
you got to go to QsCon.
What?
You got to go to QsCon.
QsCon? What the heck is QsCon?
Exactly.
Mike, why don't you give this moment to talk about it?
Yeah, so QsCon's the first one was it was after I had met Lance, really. It was in October of 2019.
Oh, I must have lost my invite.
No, it was there. I sent it to you.
He was just actually trying to give you an out.
Nope. It must have got lost in the mail or whatever.
Nope. Ben came and we talked about maybe hopping in the car with Ben and getting out here. You chose something other than coming out.
Where was this held? Where was this held?
Awkward.
Where was what?
Where was this held?
Syracuse. Here.
Lance, you were in the program, and then we had to scratch you out of it.
Yeah, last minute I had to take you out. It was awful.
It was a huge poster for you.
Yeah, we had Alan Moon, we had Daryl Andrews, Adrian
Emerson,
Ben Harkins. I mean, the list was ridiculous.
This is BS.
Maybe the poster is BS.
No, I don't know. You never invited me to anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Totally did.
No,
it was weird too because you rode around in the limo, spent all day in the limo doing stuff. But
exactly, we waited at the airport with the limo. It was nuts.
I had to sign the whole day.
All right, what a pile.
No, so honestly, it's November 4th.
Now we'll be honest.
November 4th to the 7th here in Syracuse. I know. Hopefully, everybody here is going to attend. I know 2 people already are attending. I don't know about the other 3 of you.
Syracuse is far away.
I'll tell you what. I'll pack my bags. You just send the driver to my house.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. We'll use Ben. We'll use Ben. If Ben comes, you can just hitch a ride with him.
Ben will drive him.
That's what Anthony Ricano used to tell Aldi all the time for BGG Con. He would always say, I was outside my house all day long. The driver never picked me up. I don't know what to tell you.
I drove to BGG Con one time.
Oh, yeah?
Woof.
And it was pretty awesome because when we got pulled over by the cops, which is a longer story, it was me and Philip from Spiel. So he flew in from Germany, and they were like, wait, a Canadian and a German are
going to Texas,
Missouri, driving to Texas.
Yeah.
What's up with just go.
You know what's weird is I got pulled over by the cops going to BGG Con like a couple of years too, and they made me like tell them like they thought there's something wrong with this guy. Let's make him keep talking. So they're like, okay, what do you do at this convention? Oh, you play board games. Well, what are some of these board games? Like they made me say them, I was like, oh, I got them in the trunk right here. I could show you. And I like just started going into it and like promoting my material for no reason. And they was like, okay, fine, you can go. And I was like, no, wait. There's this other one. You might be interested. He's like, just go.
The last time I drove up and visited Daryl, the Border Patrol guy stopped me and asked, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going to visit a friend. There's a convention that we're going to. He goes, what kind of convention? I'm like, a board game convention. And he went, no shit. What, like Monopoly? Oh.
Hey, here's the deal. Like, I say this to anybody who listens to me. If you play Monopoly by the actual rules with auctions and trading and everything like that, it can be an extremely good cutthroat game. And it does only take a little over an hour to complete if you really play it by the rules. And I
don't like the auctions.
Well, I mean, but you have to play it. That way all the places get taken. Right? I mean, it's just like, and then there's no safe places for you to land. You start begging to go to jail so you can just sit there and rot so you don't end up leaving and having to pay people money. So, I mean, but people want to trash on Monopoly for a lot of things, but the thing that they trash on Monopoly most is that, it takes forever to play. And it's like, that's because you're giving out thousands of dollars. You're like, you're giving people like $500 when they land on free parking. You don't do that. You you need to auction off the stuff. And yeah, anyway, I just, that's what drives me crazy. Play the game by the rules and then come back to me and tell me what you think of it. Don't play by the house rules that you've been playing, like this game, this admittedly below average game, and then turning it into a shitstorm because you don't even follow the rules of the game.
They do the same thing with you and I are in the same boat, Lance, with Arkham being our intro into the modern hobby. They do the same thing with Arkham 2nd Edition, where they complain about how, it takes 5 hours to play, and I don't have 5 hours. It doesn't take 5 hours to play. You're playing it wrong, dude. Like, that's not how you play the game. Like, it should be maybe 2 hours to play through and lose.
Well, I think
but on the other side of that, I've seen people play Arkham, and they've just removed the narrative of the game completely. And they're like, okay, you sit at the newspaper and just sit there and make money. We'll send a guy down there to get the money that you make and give it to the guy so he can go to the place and he can buy the Tommy gun. I've seen people play like that. And they have this we win the game like 85% of the time. It's like, no. You're supposed to wander around and get eaten by things. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. Exactly. Best laid plans, and then all of a sudden you're lying in the hospital, and you're like, I don't know.
No, but that's Arkham Horror 2 2nd Edition. I remember last year, right before the pandemic, I finally tracked down an in-shrink copy of Miskatonic University, which is a garbage expansion for it, but I wanted it for completion purposes.
You had to have it, right? 4 big box and 4 mini box.
Yeah.
Or
you have this,
instead
Lance?
of playing Arkham, you could always just,
I can't see what you're pointing at.
Right above my head.
Well, again, it's you're it's like this big, so I mean, I can't see what you're pointing at. Oh, the original Arkham? No, I've never found. I've almost purchased it a couple of times, but they were both really cruddy copies. I'm waiting to find like a really good condition copy to buy. Well, I didn't even see what he said, so.
All you got to do is start bringing up stuff he likes, and he'll keep talking.
Yeah. Well, no, you touched a nerve, and it's just I mean, here's the deal. I take this hobby pretty seriously at times, and I get pretty opinionated about it. I mean, and I'll say this: it's like the most games you need in any of your collections is like 100. I mean, like if you took a look at, I mean, that's like my biggest thing is that I'm horrible about it. I tell myself all the time, oh, this is the year I get rid of most of my games, and I always say that to myself. And then all of a sudden, like, I have this idea that I'm going to set up a couple of picnic tables in my garage and just load them up with all the games I want to get rid of. And I'll tell people, come on over, $10 a game. And I know I could just liquidate them all and they'd all be gone.
I'll be there. I'll be there with a truck.
Yeah. And so the thing is that I say I'll do that all the time. And then like, all of a sudden it's like September 1st and I haven't done it, right? So I mean, this is
do it just before QSCon, and then you can stay in the truck while we drive to QSCon, and we got the game library.
Bring it to QSCon.
But think about that. The thing is that if everybody's collection is insane. Now I'm not saying that if you get some value out of having that many games in shelves and staring at them, if you get some happiness out of it, then by all means have it. But honestly. Like if the game hasn't come down from your shelf in over a year, it isn't coming down off that shelf anytime soon. The
only reason it came off my shelf was because I moved, so I had to.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's just
I had to move the shelves.
Well,
I mean, I'm looking at games over here that I'm like, oh, Kingsburg, I like the game. I haven't played Kingsburg in 3 years.
I love.
Why don't I mean, it's just like. So why? Because I'm going to have some weird moment.
We just played that.
No, I mean, I totally hear what you're saying, Lance. I used to have, pre-COVID, I used to have these bigger game nights where people would come over because I had the studio, and so there'd be like 20 people, and they'd be picking stuff that I didn't get to. So that was great because I saw games get played whether I was the one to play them or not. Yep. So that was a benefit of having a big thing. But I did think recently that what's really going to happen is someday I'll die, and there'll be this giant, annoying thing that someone's got to get rid of.
Oh yeah, no.
I was just explaining that to my wife, like the steps she's going to have to do. Like, there's money here, but there's going to be some work you got to do.
There is a gentleman I'm very good friends with. He lives in Michigan in the Grand Rapids area that I've become friends with, and I'm not going to share his name because I don't want to. But he has an unparalleled board game collection. I've been to his house when I went to Grand Con last time I was there. I went to his house. I played games with him and his wife. Charming gentleman. Wife is amazing. And he's got a board game collection of upwards to 10,000 games, and he has like handmade shelves, and it's all cataloged and it's alphabetized and it's beautiful. And he's told me, he's basically said, when I die, because he's like 10 years older than his wife, he says, you need to fly out here and make sure my wife gets what this is worth. I mean, and I'm not joking, like ha ha ha, like no, he's like, you need to do that, because like what I know I have something of extreme value here.
Sure.
And like I don't want her to like, liquidate it for, pennies on the dollar. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that for you. But I mean, it's true.
Or donate it to the Museum of Play.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too.
Which is out here near Syracuse.
I'll say this:
which you can see on your road trip to Houston.
Why can't I remember his name right now? The guy who runs, he ran MeepleCon, which is now Dice Tower West. Yeah. If you want to get rid of giant bucket loads of games, he'll liquidate them for you.
Yeah, Paul Butler does that too with his store out in Baltimore. I have a stack of games there.
Luckily, the industry has gotten big enough to where we have plenty of friends that I think you could get rid of games if you really want to.
The problem with that for me is that there is actually a local game store where I'm good friends with the guy who runs it, and he sells third-party stuff, and I've just given him games, like hundreds upon hundreds of games, and but he also, one half of his store is a vinyl record store. So basically, I got a bunch of store credit. I got a really good stereo and some speakers out of him, and it's like we have a really good friendship, and but even I have too many games. I was like, yeah, I could drop off. He's like, I have no room. You got to let me get through these,
Right.
I have no room. I got to get these eBay sales, and I got to get everything done, and so
you just need to sign your name inside all the lids.
Nobody cares who I am anymore.
And then everyone will. Then there will be an estate sale down the road.
Well, you're kind to say that, but I mean, ever since I stopped doing the reviews pretty much and just went to like the weekly podcast and then became part of the problem by working in the industry, I mean, yes, I will. If I go to conventions, I will definitely run to people that know who I am and stuff like that. But I'm like, yeah, no. I mean, and I give all the kudos and all the I mean, I'm really proud of the fact that I started doing, and this is, I feel kind of like a POS, but if I feel like self-aggrandizing at this moment, but like I'm really proud of being one of like the first 4 or 5 people that were doing video reviews. It was like me and Tom and Rado and Joel and
Eddie.
I'm really proud of that, and I'm proud of the fact that I was one of the originals. But I mean, I went a different direction, and they kept moving forward and did their own thing, and I couldn't be happier for all of them. So, I mean, but yes, it was cool to be at the beginning, but I realize now that if I hadn't started when I did, and I've said this a million times, there's absolutely no way I would make a dent into like any kind of popularity. Like
I don't know about that.
No, I honestly know there's too many people. There's way too many people making
content. It's the charisma you bring to it, my friend.
Yeah, but the thing is that this is a little bit of a tirade again. I was going to bed, but this is you touched on another nerve. That like, so here's the deal: is that, and I give all the credit in the world to all these YouTube channels that are starting out. And there's a ton of people that do this stuff, and they do it because they're passionate, and they do it because they just want to make something. They want to create something. Now there are a few out there too that are just like, I want to make this a career, and good for them too. I mean, if they want to do that, but there is a what's we're looking for here. There is a process. There is a recipe for the YouTube video to create. If you really just want to get subscribers and you want to get interaction and you want to actually like grow, and that is, you got to hit the hot stuff right away. You got to do top 10 lists. You got to make daily content, and you just got to hammer and hammer and hammer and hammer. And it wasn't in the past. It was just keep making content. If you keep making content, people will find your channel and they will grow. And they'll that'll make your channel will grow, right?
Yep.
And the thing is, that isn't the case anymore. You can make a video every single day, but if it isn't something that has like, it's like top 10 games you need in your collection. Number 7 will surprise you. Just like, if it isn't that those garbage freaking titles and everything like that. I mean, it's just like, why do you think like most of the Dice Tower videos are like top 10 lists? It's like because that's what gets people love lists. People just give me the information. Just give it to me, and so I can click to the spot I want to click to. I don't want to wait for my information.
So you're saying none of this is what people want to see.
This so let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. I like there are maybe a handful of weekly live podcasts on YouTube that have been going on longer than the Alaboom. We started doing it like 6 years ago, and there's like 3 that I know of.
Because Maple Syrup also started shortly after you.
Yeah. So and there was a handful that have been doing. There's like just this tiny little handful. There's like one like Warhammer channel that's been doing a little bit longer than us. I forget the other 2, but somebody pointed me to them. But the thing is that nobody watched what we did, and nobody cared. But we just kept doing it. We kept doing it, and we kept doing it. And we have no structure, and we just talk, and we just And anybody here, whoever wants to be on it, they're more than welcome anytime they want to be on. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. under Viking videos. But anyway, the whole point is that it's like only in the last year or so have we gotten to the point where we have 50, 60, or 70 people actually watching us live.
Right.
And I don't think they even watch us live to talk to us. They like literally the people that watch us live just go on there to talk to each other and just sit there and
there's a community in the chat.
Yeah. And it's like, because I'm horrible about watching the chat and answering the questions. So, but anyway, I'm blathering. But the whole point is that you're very kind to say that. But I know for a fact, no way. I mean, I could probably get a couple thousand followers if I just started doing it right now.
Couple thousand.
Yeah,
I want you to cover the next.
No, I mean, I know. I
got coming out.
No. Why? Why would I be able to do that? Because I could give away. I could like every week I could give away a game. I could give away a Gray Fox game. Yeah, watch me live and answer this. Give me a comment. Do this thing. Hit the button. Whatever. I would have to do the tricks to get people to do it. That would feed into the algorithm, which would make other people show up in their feed, and they'd be like, "What the hell is this bullshit?" And then they'd start watching it, right? And then you eventually collect people. But I mean,
slightly disagree with you. I think if you were out of Gray Fox and you started going back to your reviews, you would get the 1,000 or 2 that you're claiming would be there for a free giveaway. They'd be there for you.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Anyway, that's enough. I didn't say anything to get. I thank you, but I didn't say anything like that to get positive comments like that. That wasn't what I was looking for. My point is that I do love the fact that I started playing Arkham Horror and I started making videos, because I wouldn't be able to work in the industry now if I hadn't done that, which I think is awesome. But it's like, God, I couldn't do it. I can't race out and play the next great hot game and then play it and then sit there and then immediately get a video done. I remember doing that. I remember getting Eclipse way back in the day. I remember getting Eclipse on December 27th, played it twice, then raced to put together a video for that and tried so I could get it uploaded before the new year. And I got it in an hour before. And I remember just my wife's like, "Are we gonna hang out for New Year's Eve?" "No, I gotta get this video done."
That's intense. The amount of turnaround that people are doing. I was just talking to Board Game Coffee, and they told me that even on their wedding day, they were racing to get a video out because they knew when they went on their honeymoon, it would be too long, so they pumped it out in the morning.
Well,
and what? That's wild.
Look at Forrest on Forrest Bauer on Bauer's Game Corner on the Alaboom. I mean, it's like all he has is time
videos
now.
While he's talking to you.
Yeah, no. All he has is time now, right? Because he's a stay-at-home dad and he's homeschooling his kids and he's just doing tons and tons of stuff. Maybe. And he's just and go if you haven't subscribed to Forrest, go subscribe to him and just if you dare, hit the notification button and you'll be ding ding, because he's just doing these and he's doing all the right things and he's seeing this slow measured increase to his followers and to people interested in what he's saying. And it's a grind. And he said, man, this is tough work. And I was like, it is tough work because it is a job. And it's just like, but the thing is that I love the fact that I can just do whatever I want with my channel whenever I want. I just don't give a shit where it goes. So, and because I know that I roomed with Joel Eddy at Gen Con one year when he was just like, I got to get like all these 27 videos done every single day or whatever. And he was, and he was running a fever of like 103 and he was just downing emergency every morning. Like it was crazy. And he'd come back and he was editing all the videos and everything. And he was just like, and I remember he's like, aren't you doing videos? I was like, no, I'm just wandering the halls all day long. And I'm watching him just sweat pouring down his face. He's eating oranges and just trying to get as much vitamin C in his body as he possibly can, racing over to another booth. And
I haven't had that Gen Con, but I've sort of had that Gen Con, which has been that stressful,
Yeah.
I mean, the best Gen Con I was ever at, and this is a little sad too, but I had just been let go by TMG, and it was like a week before Gen Con, and so of course I was like,
remember that year?
Yeah, what am I going to do? But then they were kind enough. They were like, you have a hotel room, you've already bought your plane ticket, and I brought my daughter, and it was like I got to Gen Con, and I didn't have to do anything. There was I literally like there was just I had nothing I had to do.
Yep.
All I had to do was wander around and talk to people, and like I said, I was job hunting a little bit, just talking to people and just saying, and they're all like, and I got and I eventually through those conversations and things happen, I ended up here where I am now with Gray Fox, and it's just like, but I remember it was just glorious. It was just wander around the hall. My daughter said she's hungry. Go get some food. Wander around the hall. Go get dinner. Go to the BGG room and hang out with Aldi and play games with him all night long until my daughter.
Now, that's a classy way to let someone go in the industry. Pay for them to go get another job.
Well, okay, so I mean, I bring up TMG, and obviously, if you follow the industry, you know that they are having problems right now, and it's just And I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I mean, a few people have asked me, it's like, oh, weren't you upset over what happened? I was like, well, I mean, yeah, I would have loved to keep working for them. I mean, obviously, like nobody works for them now, but I mean, so I wouldn't have been able to work for them, but they at least did it at the exact right time. And there were other employees that were there working at that booth, like banging away. And there was a time when I went to the booth and I was like seeing them working, and I was just like, this kind of sucks. I mean, I wish I wasn't like in the back of my head worried about where am I going to get a job kind of thing in the back of my head. But I was also like, man, I don't see them righting the ship anytime soon. And the fact that you guys aren't able to go and like do what I'm doing right now, which is like the perfect opportunity to like network and figure out if you can continue to work in the industry. And it was just kind of like, yeah, it sucks because like you are busy bailing water on this sinking ship, and I don't know. Anyway, I don't mean to be all depressing and talk about that, but no, I mean it all worked out in the end, right? I mean, it's just like so, and
you and your imaginary thousands of followers.
Yeah, my imaginary thousands. And the thing is that too, and like, I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody for talking so much. This just happens.
Well, it's not like you have your own show.
Is there an over/under on the Discord? Because man, this
really
is
surprised by this.
No, but here's the deal. Everybody, like, I made the crack about getting a job within the industry, and then right now, like, I mean, if you want to get a job in the industry, I mean, really, now's the time to do it. I mean, like, there are so many publishing companies that are. Like they are getting over that hill, right? I mean, they're turning into instead of being those nice. No, but instead of being like one or two guys working out of a garage or a husband and wife team, like using their weekends to put things together or things like that. Instead of those people are like getting to the point now where they have a business model, where they have games that are selling and they're being in stores and they're having.
Well, that husband and wife team got nominated for 2 Spiels this year.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I mean, so if you seriously, and people are like, oh, how do you get a job? It's like you need to go to a convention. That's how it is, and you need to like
networking.
You need to sit there and talk to them and talk about how cool and how exciting you think their games are. And not bullshit them, but I mean, like, how did I got my job with TMG because I would just I would go to lunches with Michael all the time, and I would just say, when are you going to offer me a job? I could do so much for you. And then one day after like 2 years of that, one day he called me and I was like, what's up? And he's like, well, you've always been saying, when am I going to offer you a job? He's like, I want you to come work for me. You know, and then we took a couple of months to kind of finagle what I would be doing and how it would work and everything like that. And you know, I mean, it's. I mean,
yeah. Scott Caputo once wrote an article for the League of Game Makers that he was like, it's always the person you know, the back door. That he's like, you'd be surprised at how many times it's just you're nice to someone at a con and it turns out to be the publisher of your next game. You know, you just do have to make those kind of.
I mean, a lot of it is like, hey, what do you need? What can I do for you? And you can kind of just, you know.
I mean, I remember
feeling a need, and
I went to my first Gen Con and I didn't know what I was doing, and I went around to different publishers. I didn't have meetings with any of them, which would have been good, but then sometimes I would just ask. Like I asked the person who was, you know, like Twilight Creations. I can't remember her name, who was running it for her husband, but I just asked her like, what games do you want to make next? And she was like, well, I don't have any games with witches, and so I was like, okay, that's it. I just have something. I can go do something with that, maybe.
Yeah.
I would say this is that you need to also understand that if you're going to work in this industry, like, expect to take the amount of money that you will earn working in the industry will not be commiserate with the amount of time you spend working. I mean, I love my job, but when I worked in the financial scene, I worked at U.S. Bank, and I worked at U.S. Bank for 16 years. I mean, it was, you know, I mean, I was able to leave my job. When I left the door at Friday at 5, it was like, I don't have to think about this job all weekend until I come back on Monday. You know, you don't get to turn off.
Yeah, it's not a 9-to-5 industry.
No, it is a. Are you available? Like just last Friday, I was like, "Are you available to demo a game for Cool Media or Not China at 5 a.m.?" Well, I guess. Because who else is going to do it, right? They wanted to see After the Empire, you know, and so just demo it for, you know, some guys in Singapore. So they.
Hey, Lance, are you going to stick around for our next game?
I love.
Oh wow, Chris is rushing you out of here, man.
No. You guys
for the next game.
You guys have stuff to do. I am an old man. I appreciate the offer, but I should go and hang out with my daughter for a little bit. And my son already went to bed, but my daughter's still up. So, and my dad tried to call me while I was on there, so I got to see. I'm pretty sure my dad was supposed to come back to town on Sunday and watch the wrestling pay-per-view with my son and I. So he feels bad about that. So I'm sure he wants to talk to me and explain to me why being at the lake and fishing and drinking beer was more important. So, you know,
I think you just answered the question.
Well, yeah, I mean, but no. We also have to figure out what we're doing for Father's Day, because we always do something for Father's Day too. So, nice. But right, no, I will. And see, I'll leave. I'll like back out, and then everybody else can be like, "Oh, thank God, we can say something now."
Lance, I'll tell you this. If you make it to Syracuse in November, I will hand you Daybreak.
Oh! You just dropped the mic there.
That is totally one of those. I'm gonna make him an offer you can't refuse.
I love it.
Earlier, you were gonna make me a deal I couldn't refuse. So
when in November? When in November is this?
The 4th through the 7th.
Okay, so it isn't during my mother's birthday.
It's not during BGG Con.
You're a special guest. Come on, man.
Daryl's going to be there. Kathy is going to be there. I'm hoping Chris and Peter are both coming. I'm unsure.
Okay, but let me trade you for your entire collection, though. So so you don't have the anger of looking at your collection and saying, "Oh man, I'm missing 3 parts of it or whatever." You had me at hello. Let me determine. Whether or not
you're saying that?
I mean, no. I mean, that's kind of an offer I can't refuse.
Now it's a serious offer. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's
a Daybreak.
That's a pretty big get. I would have to say.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it's sealed too.
Oh.
Whew.
Wait.
Oh, of course he's gonna go look.
He's gonna show it to you.
Totally sealed.
What are your other ones sealed, or is just that one sealed?
Wow.
The base game and Daybreak are the only ones that are sealed.
Which ones? I'm sorry.
The base and Daybreak.
You have a base sealed?
Yeah, I haven't played my copy.
But you haven't played your copy, so why do you have the expansions open then?
I bought them used when they were like $50 rather than like $350.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We got to talk. Is your want list or wish trade list on the Geek up to date?
No, they don't have that option. My want list is you in Syracuse in November.
Oh, jeez. All right, we'll figure this out.
Okay.
I apologize to everyone again. My wife tells me it's just like, why would I tell a story in 10 words when I could use 50? So, I apologize.
It's charming.
Lincoln!
He's adorbs. Where's my dog? Hold on.
So want a doggo.
1 second. Ivan!
Taking your earphones out does not make you not whistle into the
No, but
microphone.
then I can hear.
Daryl, your doggo is amazing.
Hold on.
Oh, he's so cute.
Hold
He
on.
got a
Hold on.
haircut.
Adorable.
I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
My dog's asleep.
what
I'm not
breed is
waking
that?
him up. He's a terrier, so.
Some kind of terrier.
Terrier, right? Something?
Both. Terrier and terror.
Yeah.
I'm not waking him up.
Oh, look at the face. That's awesome. What a snout.
Yeah, Link is great.
Very cute.
What are you saying?
Man, Mike, that's how you book somebody.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right, since
And you
Now
let
I
me go
feel-
up there for
I
free
feel like
now?
that
Hold on.
was-
What do
now
you got?
I think I'm gonna get a drink before the next game. Hold on
Yeah.
a sec.
Load up on that drink.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
need one.
right back.
Hold on, let me blow Mike up here so we can start shopping. Those of us
Just like
who
an
haven't-
intermission scene or something.
Each guest pick one game from Mike's collection.
Yeah, what do we want, Peter?
Yeah, if I show up there now in Syracuse,
Yeah. What's the Peter game? I would have said
I have
want
my.
those
I
Strata
was
stamps.
gonna say I don't have any.
All right.
I'm gonna have a Grail game or two.
I
Actually.
can't put him in
What
my
is-
lap.
What are the Grail games, Peter?
Oh, is it
I
big?
mean, I
one?
don't own Glory
Oh
to
my
Rome
gosh,
yet.
it's huge.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, he's beautiful.
Oh,
man.
he's so gorgeous.
Look, the doggy.
Those are my favorite looking
Look,
dogs.
doggy.
They're so beautiful.
You see him?
Aww.
I see those every now and then here in Texas. I feel bad for them because it is never cold
A husky.
here in Texas.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Ivan. He's the best.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Good name too.
thank you for having me on. My wife named him actually. So, thank you very much for having me on. Thank you for putting up with my. Peter, good to see you. Like I said, anybody who wants to come on the show on Wednesday night, you're more than welcome. Katya, it was nice to meet you or re-meet you.
Likewise.
And I guess I'll see you in November.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll talk before then.
All right.
Yeah, we'll have you
All
on.
right,
again.
we'll see you Wednesday on your show.
No
Adios.
problem.
I'll see you Wednesday.
I'll send you the link to the hotel reservation.
Yeah, that was well done, Mike. Good,
Thank you.
good grabbing.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's funny.
Yeah, so now I got to work on Peter and Chris. Daryl, Katya, what do you think?
I'm gonna go get a drink and then we'll figure
Peter's
it out.
getting a drink.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
All right, good.
This is
And then
great.
I'll talk about the next game when Peter gets back.
Nice.
Well, and I'm going to go get a drink too because Orko is empty.
Everybody, go get a drink.
I'm just drinking water,
I'm
so
with me, Spock.
Same here.
Why are you drinking water?
because it's Monday and I have work tomorrow.
Everybody went to go. Oh,
I'm back.
No, I can't. I can't go. I can't drink on a weeknight too much. Not with the amount of stuff I have to do. Preparing for a Kickstarter that launches in 2 weeks, and I'm
2
not
weeks?
ready. Yeah.
oh, 2 weeks. I thought it was. Oh, it is close to that time, isn't it? Wow. I just
Yeah.
realized it was May.
Yeah.
May went quick.
It really did.
Wow.
It really did.
Yeah, and make sure to remind us so that we can tell everybody on the show when it pops up.
Yeah.
And
I was
I
just
want to
gonna
put
get
the
water,
link
by
to
the way.
episodes you've been on too. So. What was
I
that?
was just gonna get water, but I also got some tequila because we were talking about drinking, so why not?
There you go.
Excellent. It'll improve my ability to play whatever game is next, I'm sure.
Right?
I'm sure it will.
You did pretty good there on the drawing one.
That was all right. I used to, when we were talking about this on one podcast, I can't remember, about Cranium. It was on Glory Hound when we were talking about Cranium. I used to really love that game, but there were certain categories I did not like to get. But whenever I got to sculpting and clay or doing the art one, I was like,
Me too.
Let's go.
I hated the ones that do alliteration.
Oh, alliteration was a good one.
Yeah. I didn't like that one.
Oh, really? I did
the-
not like the sculpting. So you guys could have been on my team easily.
If it got to the humming or stance,
Humdingers.
Humdingers.
See, I was always really good at the gesturing.
Right.
Because I do sign language, so I'm used to
that's great.
Trying to
It's like cheating,
do Canadians do American Sign Language? Or do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool. My son right now, he had a choice of electives and he chose ASL.
Nice.
For his elective, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Peter, you mentioned Glory to Rome as one of your Grail.
Yeah,
any others?
Didn't you get a copy of Glory?
I don't have a copy of Glory to Rome.
I mean, through other means. You know what I mean?
And
okay.
No, and the craziest thing is I got a really weird offer for Glory to Rome. So there's a guy who said, "Yeah, I'll loan it to, I'll sell you, I'll lease it to you for $200. But if I ever want it back, I just get to take it back." And I was like, "What deal is this? I'm not doing that."
Do you get the $200 back?
No.
Is it a pawn shop?
Yeah, seriously.
I was like, I'm not doing that deal, and so I have not acquired it yet.
I actually found a copy the last Geekway to the West that I attended.
Nice.
Was in their kind of like garage sale day. And
wow.
the craziest part was I saw it and I was just wandering around before hitting the road. So I was like, I'll just do a wander through before I get in the car because it was like the last day. And I saw it and like lost my mind and then was like, I need to find an ATM. Please do not sell this while I leave to go get money. And so I ran out of that hall, and I think the first 2 or 3 ATMs I found were out of order in the convention center.
Wow,
so each one, it was like, no. So the next one.
So speaking of Lance's virtual thousands of followers, we have 41 subscribers right now. But that means our next subscriber is 42. We got to figure out something to do.
That's a big deal.
That, right? Yeah. So we got to figure out something to do with that, right, Mike?
Yeah, I agree.
We need to get someone to come.
Yeah.
I always liked, Chris, if I could draw, I mean, like you can, I always liked how I was in certain groups where if they reached a certain number of followers, it'd be a cool special drawing or something like that, you know.
That's cool.
Oh, that's neat. You could do a print of the 42 logo and
yeah. Well, I mean, I drew the original logo, so I don't know how that's different.
No, I'm just saying, like, it would be neat to do. Like, I would actually like on our Discord where it'd be neat to have a drawing or something every 100 people just to say, like, hey, celebrate. We got another, you know, we did something, you know.
It's true.
But
let's go to the next game. Next game is, I'm calling it the Original Thinker game. It's bastardized from something else, of course. It's not like I make games or anything, so I just steal them from other things. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to, it's another timed one, so drink up. That'll keep you focused. I'm going to give you a certain amount of seconds. I'll tell you how many. And I'll give you a category. Like I'll say, presidents, go. and you're going to write down as many presidents that come to mind as you can within 30 seconds or 20 seconds or however much time I give you per category.
Boom. You should have a 40-second.
42 second?
42 seconds.
No. You should have a subscriber.
Oh, really? Was that you?
No. I messaged someone to come.
Oh, awesome.
Hey.
That's 42.
So it was somebody watching, probably.
No, it was
Hey, confetti.
Jacob Way.
We're not prepared. We don't have anything.
Jacob Way, the president of Deepwater Games.
Now you have to edit the episode right at that moment with confetti.
Of
Yes.
Deepwater?
Of Deepwater. Yeah, the president of Deepwater.
Oh,
excellent. On the show that we played this game. That's great.
very cool.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Wow, that's
And now we don't have anything prepared. I don't have confetti or here. I'll throw dice.
Confetti.
we'll do that in post, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. That's why we do it live, so we don't have to do stuff in post.
Yeah.
All right, so original thinker game. I'm going to give you a category. You're going to write down as many as you can think of in that time period. And when I tell you stop, your pen goes up. Here's the trick, though. You only get points for every one that nobody else has put.
Uniques.
All right.
All right?
All right.
Yeah.
So if I say 30 seconds, presidents go, you're going to write a bunch of one. If somebody put Garfield and you put Garfield, no points. But if you put Lincoln and nobody put Lincoln, strangely enough, you would get a point.
I'd be putting Lincoln.
Yeah, of course you'd be pretty. And
Well, you
you
might not, though, just in case thinking that nobody else would, right?
Can we argue with you if you don't specifically say U.S. presidents and we
Right.
say
I was immediately thinking of international presidents.
yeah.
I'm going to be forgiving as long as it makes sense. So if
Okay.
you're like, oh, I wrote this president, and you didn't say U.S., I'll be like, you're right, it didn't.
As long as we can make a case. Okay.
Fair enough.
Make a good case, and we'll be good. I've considered some of the things you might
Some
do with
loopholes.
some categories as well.
Excellent.
Half of these categories are board game related. Some are just whatever. So here comes the first one. I'm going to give you 30 seconds for this one. And get your pens and pencils ready. It is board games with wooden meeples. Go. I know I'm going to get some arguments as to what is and what isn't a meeple, and that's fine. I am willing to hear you out.
Am I allowed to look around the room?
You
No.
can do whatever you want, but
Oh,
you're getting
man.
timed. You got 8 seconds. 5,
Oh, this is
4,
a mess.
3, 2, 1. Pins up.
God.
Oh, I'm
right.
terrible at this.
Yeah, you'd think I'd be able to go faster.
I would, Kathy, I would think you'd be the best at
Right?
Yeah, you're a composer person.
Yeah, Kathy, if you don't have a dozen of them on there,
I just started seeing meeples. Like
I know. I'm
All
I'm
of my
lifetime,
games.
Wow, I can't believe
What
how
game
bad
does
I
that
am.
belong to? I don't know.
I don't know. Just piles
Wow.
of nipples.
I'm
All right,
ashamed. I'm very ashamed of myself on this one.
So
I'm just
Eric-
embarrassed that I just wrote 3.
hold,
Ooh, I got 4.
up,
I'm happy.
hold up the number that you've written down. 4, 4.
okay, so I don't feel so bad.
Oh, Corey's giving me a list here too. He's got 3 of them. Let's see how he matches. How many did you get, Peter?
5.
5 and 3 for Daryl. All
Yeah.
right, so let's go through Peter's and see if there's any matches. Peter,
All right, I have Rise of Tribes.
Anybody?
Yeah. No.
no. All
That
right,
makes
that's
sense.
a point.
I should have. I should have just looked at your background.
Yeah.
I have Rise of Tribes. I wrote Carcassonne, which I'm sure is
I
Yep,
did.
I have it.
All
First thing I
right,
wrote.
doesn't count.
just to take
Mark
that
those
one out. I wrote Meeple Circus.
Nice.
Ooh,
Another
that's a
unique.
good one.
I wrote Tiny Epic Dungeon.
Nice. Oh,
Nice.
tiny
I think
epic.
it has Meeples. I wrote Merchant's Cove, which I think it has Meeples.
Nice.
Does
Good
it
job.
You think it has
Both.
meeples?
Both.
I haven't opened mine yet, but I'm pretty
Has
sure
anybody
that's a
played?
Meeples.
Because I don't know about that one.
In the boats. Aren't they meeples?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there's
pretty sure
Meeples in a
Meeples.
boat?
I
All
think it's
right, I'll take your
Right.
word for it.
So I got
Let
4.
him tell me if he's lying.
No,
All
for
right,
sure it's in the boats because Maple did back in the day a game, and we did meeples in a boat. And then when I saw that, I was like, another game.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Katia, any of your 4?
So Carcassonne is done. I have 5 tribes. Obviously, my
Nice.
favorite game. Lignum.
Nice.
Ooh.
Which one?
Lignum.
Oh,
Woodworking.
And yeah, it's a woodworking
Forestry.
game.
Yeah.
And Traintopia. They're really tiny.
Ooh, nice.
nice.
Little board and dice shadow.
All right, Mike.
I have Arnak.
Nice. And a Spiel. It should be like a bonus point.
Yeah, nice.
Just saying.
I'm trying for you, buddy.
Thank you. Lords of Waterdeep.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
yeah.
a good one. Yep.
I
Wow,
have D&D.
surprised nobody did that one.
I have D&D eeples for that. The little fancy shaped ones.
Nice.
But wait, were there meeples before they were cubes?
No,
No,
he's
but you
talking
have
about
the triangular ones, like the bigger ones.
Oh,
You're talking about the agents, right? And I'll allow those. And
Yeah, those agents.
what's
And then- I also had Carcassonne, which is off the list, but I'm kind of nervous about my number 1, which I'm saying last because I think Daryl might write this one down, but it's Bosk.
No, I didn't write that.
Those aren't
Ooh.
meep. No, that's
That's
not
meeples.
meeples.
those are animeeples.
That's
Yeah,
a
they're
meeple.
squirples.
Wait, but that's still an eeple. Like,
Nah.
are we discriminating it to the?
Yeah. Eeples are fine, I'd say.
Yeah. All right. Everybody else is making the case for you, Mike. So I'm going to give it. To you.
I would make my own case. That's a meeple. It just happens to be in the shape of a squirrel.
It's an animeeple. Meeple stands for me, a person, right?
Yeah, but you could be that meep. You could be that squirrel.
I
I'm giving
identify as
it
a
to-
squirrel. What if I identified as a squirrel?
I'm giving a point. Daryl? Sounds like you.
What I have left is Walled City
Mm,
and Dice Theme Park.
Nice. All right. So
Dice theme park. Go, Dice theme park.
So that worked pretty well. Let's go with a non. I'm going to give 20 seconds. Well, let's do 25 seconds for this one.
what was our last one?
What was it? I gave you 30 seconds last time.
I turn the light on in this room so I can run into it and look at things on the shelf.
Are we allowed to look around? Because
Just kidding.
This
Okay.
one's not a board game one.
Okay.
All right.
are you
Here we
keeping
go.
score?
Sorry?
Are you keeping score?
Yeah, I'm keeping score.
All right, because Donnie's yelling at me over there. I'm just saying.
What?
Now Donnie's watching and he's yelling that the squirrels are non-human people, which I mean that's, I guess.
Let's just say that, Michael, if you win, you get an asterisk beside yours.
Nice. I like that. I agree.
Definitely
Oh,
not.
yeah. I'm drawing this asterisk right now. There we go.
I mean, you should
Again,
probably
Chris,
just
I'm
start
the co-host.
asterisks.
All right. That made me happy. I'm going to
Donnie,
give
you were
Kathy
playing,
another
Donnie.
point. All right. All right, here we go. 25 seconds, and your category is human women characters in sci-fi. Go.
Very good.
I had to specify human for
Human?
reasons.
What the hell's her name? Oh my god. I don't remember her name.
I will take person who did this and that if
No, you can't change it 10 seconds
Times.
left. Are you
That's
kidding me?
Oh my goodness!
I'm drawing a
These
blank.
rules with
I have
5
two.
seconds left.
All right, so Daryl's got 2.
Oh,
I
come
have
on.
two.
Well, I had a third one if what you just said counts because I said that movie.
You
Like
just said that movie?
No, like I specified a movie, but I
Oh. I have to know who you're talking about just based off of what you wrote.
I said Firefly because I was trying
Well,
to. Think
there's two women in Fireflies.
That's fair.
Wait, were we
Mike?
supposed to list the actress
No,
or the
No,
character?
Just the
Oh,
character.
okay.
Mike, how many did you get? 2? Peter?
I think 2. I don't really know on the third one.
You know, if you just think Star Trek, there's a billion right there.
I started. That's where I was staying, by the way, the whole
And
time.
Katya?
Okay. here's where I have an issue. I don't think that I wrote I don't know. I went with like superhero stuff. Does that count as sci-fi?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Get voted down.
that's rough. For me, superhero is always fantasy because there's magic and non-science stuff going on. But I can see arguments for like Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
like,
then
Save them.
Come on, Hulk and Captain America. That's not fantasy. That's science.
Yeah,
She-Hulk?
yeah, I could see arguments for it. All right, let's see,
I don't know. Mine
let's see
won't
who she
count.
wrote.
No, I had like Wonder Woman and Catwoman, but that doesn't count. That's a 0.
The Wonder Woman is going to be fantasy because it's Greek gods and stuff, right?
yeah.
Catwoman.
That's fair.
No.
I mean, Captain
That's okay.
Marvel would have been a tough call, right?
Captain Marvel would have been a tough call.
Yeah.
Catwoman.
No.
Is
It's okay.
Batman sci-fi or fantasy?
No, it's fine. Again, this
Sci-fi.
is like
I think
technicalities for
Batman-
me.
I like the discussion.
No,
No, Batman is sci-fi. There's nothing magical about
There's
it.
no powers or anything.
No, he's not a superhero to start. So
But
it's clear.
sci-fi? You would describe
It's not
Batman as
sci-fi.
sci-fi?
It's
He's not
hard, isn't it?
fantasy. He has
You're
no
talking to a
powers.
person who made a Batman game. It's not sci-fi.
Yeah, didn't you research?
He is not fantasy. He is.
You got
It's
two
not
Batman
sci-fi.
designers.
You're making an argument in the negative, but that doesn't imply that it's sci-fi then.
Two Batman designers are here.
it's okay. You don't have to. I'll give myself 0 on this one. Just carry on.
I think it's an interesting question.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. Batman
Yeah.
designer to Batman designer. Daryl, how is Batman?
Sci-fi.
How? How is he not?
How is he sci-fi?
I would say that he's not because the gadgetry that he has is extremely close to real life.
Thank you.
But that's
Whereas
not-
if he had like
sci-fi.
laser guns, that would be sci-fi.
Yeah, but that's not sci-fi. Like,
Yeah.
Cape equals
That's what I'm saying.
sci-fi.
It's all
Not
yeah,
sci-fi.
I agree with Chris, but Mike seems to be pointing to Chris like he's making his argument for him.
It's all science. There's nothing fantasy about it.
But
Right. It's just normal science, not
Yeah.
science fiction.
Science
Science fiction.
fiction. It is not.
he's
It's fiction using science, but it's not science fiction.
Yeah.
All right, I made a roll. Unfortunately, not.
No, it's
not
fine. Yeah.
science fiction. Mike, what you got?
I got Leia and Rey.
You got who?
Leia?
Oh, Leia and Ray. Okay.
Oh, I have Princess
Star
Leia.
Wars?
You had Leia?
I had Leia. Had Leia and Sarah Connor.
So 1 point for Mike with the asterisks.
Really?
Peter? I'm just
I
kidding.
can't wait to judge a game for you, man.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I stayed in Star Trek. I have Deanna Troi.
Nice.
I have Captain Janeway.
Nice.
And I'm not sure 7 of 9 has any human in her, but that's what I was.
She's
like
human.
that.
She's
I
just
like that
augmented
answer.
human. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's what I had.
She's
I
just
only
as human as someone with a pacemaker.
I only have Sarah Connor left.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good
All
one,
right.
Carl.
And Princess
All right.
Leia, except someone had to ruin that.
All right. So back to board game category. 30 seconds. This one's hard.
Great.
No, hard for some, maybe not. All right. 30 seconds to tell me board game artist. Go.
Oh shit.
Artist or designer? Like graphic designers?
Artists.
Artists.
Art illustrators. Artists. Yeah.
I can't look around.
Yeah, there's some advantages to some in here and some not, and depending on the category. I would have thought the wooden meeples would have been a Katia advantage. And that's time.
Oh my
I have
God.
4.
Is it
Okay,
really
about
30
Ooh.
seconds?
I have 7.
7?
7. Wow.
That's
Well,
pretty good.
you probably see. You guys can just like start listing the people you've used before. That's
That
so
you've worked
unfair.
with. Yeah.
That is a little unfair on this one.
Oh, Peter, you just went down the dwellings list, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I would have been smarter, but I didn't.
That's like 9 artists right there.
I know.
Mike, how many do you have?
3.
3. Daryl, how many do you have? 7. Peter.
Although I think a bunch will get canceled.
Oh, a few will get
You have
canceled
5?
for me.
All right, Daryl. Let's start with you since you got the most.
Sure. Michael Menzel.
Anybody? No.
Nope.
Point.
Kwanchai Mora.
Ooh, I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah.
Nice.
Could have
Jackie
canceled it.
Davis or Jackie. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Davis. Good.
Jackie. Nobody put Jackie Davis.
Mm-mm.
I like her art a lot.
Peter Woken.
Ooh, that's another good one. That you partnered with, right?
Yeah, he did Sagrada. Which is funny because I didn't write Matt Paquette yet. I was getting to but I did not write him. Miko.
Yeah.
Wrote that one.
Vincent Dutray.
Wrote
Yeah.
that one.
Sorry, which one?
Vincent Dutrait.
Oh.
I like his art a lot.
And Ryan Lockett.
Wrote that one.
I forgot about Lockett.
We're
Oh,
talking-
you guys-
I was using Peter's background for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys canceled each other out a lot.
Yeah, 4 of those got canceled, didn't they?
I got 4.
I think Michael and I will have one in common.
Peter, do you have any left?
Possible.
After this
I
cancellation?
do, because I went from the artists I've worked with, I think. Sergio Chavez, who did Rise of Tribes and Mission Catastrophe and also Dwellings. And Sendara Tang, who is working on Flamecraft.
Nice. That's really pretty.
Thank you.
Yes.
Katia?
I have Andrew Bosley.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured you would.
Yep.
Great one.
I have Corinne Robert. She did oh gosh, what's it called? Unreal Estate. Anyways, she didn't do a lot of games. Yeah, the little houses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Dixon, who did Transmission just
Oh,
now on
that's great.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Good.
And Beth Sobel.
Oh,
Of course, that.
Of course.
How did I not
Seriously?
write that
Only
back?
one Best Sobel? Wow.
I was sure
I know.
somebody was going to have that.
I know.
All right.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Could we failed? Beth.
Mike,
Oh my God.
did you have any left?
I have one left, and he's on the show right now.
Nice. Good
That's
second move.
Hey,
Good second move.
Thank you. Yeah, I have,
remove the
I have Bosley, and I have yours truly, or not yours truly, but Christian Strain.
I will
He's
remove
gonna-
the,
he-
good call.
I will
he's
remove
gonna
the
give you
asterisk.
I have a strain original of me.
I
and
thought
his
the same
backpack.
thing.
So-
I'm like, he's just trying to smooth things over, so you remove the asterisk. Yeah.
It was a
It
good
worked.
move. It was well played.
The
Yeah, I
only
think so,
person
too.
in the room right now that doesn't have a Strain original is Peter, because we used
What?
Peter's old. Unless Chris did Peter's.
That's true.
You
No,
need
I
to-
didn't do that illustration. Of
Oh, Peter, you need to call in. That's how we get you
I
to
guess I
choose
do.
from.
You know,
Oh,
I've
there you
stopped
go.
doing that. It took so much time that I've decided to
That's fair.
not do that anymore. So
Now
you guys are the original crew.
Aw.
Got your
Well then,
Yeah, well.
Right. Peter
Trying to
knows he
write
can
him
get a
down.
drawing anytime he wants.
I have his signature, though, on this box.
ooh,
That's true.
So,
That's the original box. Yeah.
yeah,
You got Aaron's on there too, don't you?
I do, yeah.
that's OT.
All right.
The only box I care about anymore. is that box. Well, until I get the big orange one with the eyeball, that's what I want.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nice.
20 seconds for this one.
20.
Okay.
20.
20. It's gonna be easier one. Ready?
Better be.
Animals bigger than an average horse go. But you don't want to match anyone.
I mean, that's just not possible. Do they have to be living animals?
No. And stop. 20 seconds is fast.
Damn.
I got
All right,
8.
just- 8.
Okay. Define the size of a horse.
I know. I'm like hoping it's a pony, like a
An average horse
Tiny
is what I
horse.
said.
But define horse.
I said average horse.
I mean, I did write down 8 things, but
Yeah,
some of them I'm thinking are
Okay.
debatable if they're bigger
yeah.
than a horse.
So we got
I have to look up their weight.
we got 8 and 8. Mike?
I got 7.
7.
All
I
right.
have 6.
All right. So let's start with Daryl's 8.
Okay. I'm just pulling up average size horse. Okay. Okay. We're not talking Clydesdales though. Okay.
Not an average horse.
Okay. My first one's elephant.
Yep.
Yeah,
I wrote
got that.
Yep.
Second one's lion.
Did not write that.
Tiger.
Lions are not bigger than an average horse.
Yeah, they are.
Have you been to the zoo lately?
Have you? They eat things that are like horses.
They do, but they have to like grab them and drag them down to the ground.
Yeah.
Average size.
You might be
lion.
thinking zebras, which are smaller than the average horse.
I think you're just thinking height.
Go
And
by.
weight.
Look up the weight then. Go by weight.
We'll question that for now. I'll write that down. Let's move on.
Okay.
Next.
Tiger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tigers are pretty.
Maybe a Bengal tiger might be able to go with weight. I don't know. Horses are huge.
Hippo.
Oh, I have that.
Giraffe.
Yep.
Yeah, I like these crossouts.
Leopard.
Definitely
A
not.
leopard
That
is definitely not bigger.
Yeah,
Leopards are
leopards
small.
are much smaller than.
Jaguar.
No.
This is definitely.
I don't know why you're in the line of cats.
Oh,
We're
that's cat mode.
You're trying
My
to
house
get
cat.
animals that are bigger than a horse.
Here's the funniest part. All those animals are kind of like close, and my last one is T-Rex.
I got T-Rex.
You got it right?
Yay, cancels.
Of course
And I would have allowed it.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
I'll go research.
Peter,
mine.
you also had 8. What you have that survived?
Okay, so I only crossed out elephant, but that's not because these are bigger than a horse per se. I wrote grizzly bear.
Ooh.
Right. Yep.
You know, possibly bigger than a horse.
I'll write it down for.
Average lion is 375 pounds.
Okay.
I'm just looking up an average horse.
All right. You can
I also wrote down
Horses are heavier.
an eagle because I know eagles can be big. I think bigger than a horse if you look at it from one vantage point.
Eagle?
No.
Wings
from a vantage point.
Like from the wings, the wings.
I can't get a lion.
No.
I can't get a lion. You're looking at an eagle.
Yeah, not an eagle.
Okay.
Can't do that one.
I have a rhino, which I know is probably not
I
bigger
have
than
it.
a horse. Okay.
I have rhino too.
I have
Yeah.
I have a woolly mammoth.
Ooh.
Nice.
I have a polar bear, which they can be big. I like how I have to clarify these things, but I don't actually know the size of a horse apparently because I wrote polar bear, I wrote walrus.
Okay.
Oh, walrus is a good one.
I mean,
Walrus.
it's big.
Yeah,
They're
those are big.
I don't think they're bigger than a horse.
Again, look up the weight.
We gotta check this out because polar bears
Yeah.
are big.
I think a polar
Walruses
bear
are
is
big.
I think
My
polar
last
bears
one
are big.
I think is bigger. It's a whale.
Oh, I have that.
Ah,
Ah,
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. Unless you want to do some looking up while we're doing other stuff to go against it, I won't give you polar bear, but I'll give you grizzly bear.
okay.
Really?
They are a little bit bigger, and I'll give you rhino.
no, because
No, because I had it.
No, I have
Oh,
mammoth.
it's canceled. Okay,
So I have
No.
mammoth,
I was trying.
mammoth and grizzly,
I got
and
your
walrus?
mammoth and yeah,
and walrus.
and I don't think walrus. I don't think.
Why
it's
not?
We don't really
They're
know.
huge.
Look it up while Mike's giving us his next.
I'll
What
look
I'm what I'm looking up right now is that a polar bear is on average double the size of a grizzly.
Oh, really? I thought a grizzly was bigger. All right. Well,
The maximum weight of a polar bear is over 2,000 pounds, and the
Man.
maximum weight for a grizzly is 880 pounds.
And what's a horse?
Not, I think 500.
not 2,000. Well, they probably carry a lot of fat on them to absorb
Well,
cold.
The average
Roughly
American
that.
quarter horse is 450 to 590.
Okay.
All right. So I'll give you the polar bear, but not the grizzly.
Let's see what
But
a
he should
walrus
get the
size is.
walrus. He definitely
Walrus-
should get the
The
walrus.
length of a walrus is 12 feet and it's 2,200 pounds.
They're
Yeah.
huge.
They're huge.
All right. All right.
Looks
I'll
like
give
a
you the
polar
walrus.
welcome to the Jack Hanna Hour.
The problem is I'm on the wrong side of a mall for myself. But
Yep, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, my light.
Oh no. Did you look up the leopard?
oh, they're all tiny. I was just more surprised by the average size of the horse. That's my problem.
Katia, what do you have left?
I have shark.
Ooh, shark's good.
Nice.
Shark's good.
Yeah,
Sharks
no, it's
and big
bigger.
Sharks.
Oh yeah.
Depends on the
Sharks
shark,
are
doesn't
big.
it?
Depends
You
on the
didn't put a great white, did you?
Okay, I went generic, like
Yeah,
the whale.
Yeah, we're not.
you get. That's true.
Yeah, because there are smaller whales.
Yes, pilot whales are
All right.
tiny, but we still got.
I'll
Anyways,
give you the shark.
okay, and then cow. I have a farm close by, and trust me, the cows are bigger than the horse.
I don't know about
They're
that one.
huge.
Cow, you're like talking. Is that the average cow?
Oh yeah.
That's the average cow here.
It depends on what the cow is
Internationally?
made for, isn't it? I mean, if it's made for meat, it'd probably be bigger. If it's made for,
I don't know, but they're like twice the width as the horse.
someone
look it up.
Cow. Yeah,
I'll look it up.
Cow. Mike, what do you got left?
I feel really good about mine.
Oh no.
They're all dinosaurs.
They are. Well, except for the T-Rex. Thanks, Daryl.
Yeah. I said
I asked you, they have to
you
be.
asked your question. I was like, oh damn.
Yep.
Of course.
What you got?
dinosaurs.
All right. So, other than the ones that have been canceled, I have Stegosaurus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
No.
Pterodactyls are small.
They're huge.
They are.
No, they're not.
Wait. Eagle was almost considered. The pterodactyl?
Eagle wasn't considered.
Pterodactyl was just shit on, but Eagle was like,
No. Pterodons are the big ones, and pterodactyls are the tiny ones.
Pterodactyls are the little ones.
I kept wanting to write raptor. I wrote RA.
Raptors are actually kind of small too.
Yeah, raptors
Yeah,
are
that's fine.
tiny. All right, fine. No pterodactyl. And I don't know how you're going to feel about this one. Owlbear.
No.
Ooh.
No.
I didn't say they had to be real animals.
No.
Wow. I could have written Chimera and dear.
You could have.
All the monsters of dwellings. I should have written them all down.
Minotaur.
Okay.
Yeah, you
For
could
the
have written what
record-
you wanted with this one. There was no definition.
Katia, do you have cow
For the
proof?
record, yeah, my cow is bigger than the horse.
All right. I'm going to give
because
Katia
it's
the
between-
cow.
It's between 720 and 1,100 kilo.
Okay.
So it's
I don't
bigger.
know what a kilo is.
I don't know what that translates to, and I even do in kilos.
2.2. You do times 2.2 and it gives you pounds. So like 1,500 pounds.
Oh, okay.
That's big.
All
It's
right.
big.
I'll give the cow.
I have 2 points.
I like the gumption. I'm gonna give the mythological creature in there.
I scored 0 for this.
Didn't you have
No,
8?
no, you got one.
No,
You got something.
no, everything canceled.
You said lion, tiger. What was your third one?
Bears.
No, I
Almost.
started elephant, hippo, giraffe, T-Rex, leopard.
No, you're
jaguar.
right. Yeah,
Oh,
the other
shit.
ones got canceled. Wow. All right. Well, you'll get the next one.
Y'all.
The next one.
Well, wait, where are we sitting with points now? Because I have a vote of no confidence on our judge.
I have 7 total.
I have 8.
Do you have a vote of no confidence in me? Because you're winning. So
Save me-
Ask
let me
me.
look it up.
What's the score? What's the score?
It's
Peter's winning.
Mike is 8. Oh no, Peter's winning. Yeah, I didn't see my other hashtag. Mike is 8. Katia is 8. Daryl's 7. Peter's 12.
Nice.
Oh,
That last round, you just gained some
You
distance.
got some good ones there.
That and the artist too.
No, I only had 2 on the artist one.
Did
But-
you?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I stayed at, women in sci-fi stayed in there.
Yeah.
Peter also PayPal'd Chris $20 before the show. So
Worth every penny.
20.
I don't know. Is this going back to a board game category?
It is.
Ooh.
All right. You guys
I
ready?
figured out the system.
All right. Here we
they don't
go.
have to be real board games. They could be mythological board games.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
All
depends on the
ones in my
question.
head.
Depends on the question. All right. You got 25 seconds for this one. And the question is, or the category is,
Why?
board games behind me. Go.
What?
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 I can't see. It's all blurry.
Yep.
You're a dick.
I don't freaking know. Aw, dude.
Wow, man.
4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't even know. That is awful.
Couldn't see that one. All right.
I wrote 7.
You have 7 from Peter.
Wow.
And this is me just guessing what might be back there because I can't see what's back there.
You can watch the show more.
Yeah. All right.
But it's out of
7?
focus. Like, how are we supposed to know?
I thought about focusing, and I thought, no, if you know the game box pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was mean.
Yeah, this was a mean one. All right. I heard 7 from Peter. Anybody got more than that?
No.
All right. Peter?
5.
Okay. I feel like I got this one. Letter Tycoon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice. That
Troubles.
was 2 to the left of it.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said Letter Tycoon.
Yeah.
No, but after that.
Oh, look, now it's in focus.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. I recognized the box once.
Okay,
man.
yeah. I thought he
So-
said Troubles afterwards.
I said Trouble's Big Box after that, which I'm sure everyone got. So
Troubles will be covered.
Scratch.
You think? Yep.
I also wrote Trouble's the original box because I figured it's got to be there somewhere.
It's actually not. This replaced the original box.
Ah.
Well, minus points.
I'm not doing mine.
Oh, no,
Otherwise, Lion and
Oh.
Tiger and Eagle would be minus.
I guessed on all of them, so minus points would be bad. I guessed Everdell is in there somewhere.
Nope, not behind me. It's in another room.
Wow.
I guessed that Arnak is back there somewhere.
It is. You can't see it, but it's actually right there.
Oh,
All right.
excellent.
I'll give that to you.
I guessed the Dune is back there somewhere.
It is. You also can't see it.
And I guess
Wow.
Evil Intent, which I just now see, is right there.
There.
Wow.
Good. Nice. Daryl.
All right. I thought I saw a concept to your
Yep.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Well done.
Western Legend. I was just working on the close.
Yeah.
Anybody else get that one?
No.
Oh, nice for you.
Near and far.
Near and far is in the other room.
I was guessing, and I said above and below.
In the other room next to near and far.
Those were good.
It'd be great if there was a near and far near and also far in this show.
Right.
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah.
I got 2.
Katya?
I had the Troubles, and then I guessed Wingspan.
Actually,
not.
right there, but it's out of focus. I mean, out of screen, but
But it's
counts.
behind you. Yeah, so it
It is
counts.
behind me.
Woohoo! That's it.
And Mike?
I have Sleeping Gods.
That is behind me.
Right
Right next
that
to
one behind you.
By the way, Peter, Dwellings is right
I
here.
know. I don't know why I didn't say.
Oh,
that.
yeah, it is there.
I was like, for sure you're going to get Dwellings. All right.
I also had Troubles. I also had Evil Intent.
Oh, okay. So that one's out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me mark that off for Peter. You got to remember.
You had to go with the ones that Chris made.
Of course.
I also had Scythe, which should
Oh,
be
that's a
over
good
your
call.
left shoulder,
Right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
and Talisman.
Why did I not guess Orleans? My God.
Allison's right there.
I mean, Mike's been staring at you for how long? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the show a few times. He's pulled out Scythe a couple times. He's pulled out Talisman a couple times. So
nice.
Fair enough.
Nice. Very good.
thank you.
All right. That was interesting. All the upset, and you guys still got some points.
I took a shot at Sleeping Gods because I saw on the right there it looked like Sleeping Gods, but then I saw the Stonemeyer thing, and then that was a lucky guess. That was a Peter guess.
I couldn't think what that was called, and that's why I went on the track of near and far and above and below, because then I was like, oh, right, those.
All right. Here's your non-board game one.
Yep.
All right. Cartoons where the main characters don't use weapons. Go.
What? Define weapon. Like, is heat vision a weapon? I guess heat vision is a weapon. What?
Guess we know what kind of cartoons you watch.
Yeah, if they don't have a weapon, I'm not watching.
And time.
Ugh.
I got 3.
That was hard.
But 8.
Nice.
But then, wow.
Well,
Were you looking for character or the cartoon?
The
Okay.
cartoon.
Oh, I wrote the character.
Well, I mean, that works. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless there's a main character that uses a weapon, then maybe not.
Yeah.
You can judge this however you want.
I'll probably allow. Let's see. Let's go through it. Why don't you start, Daryl?
Mickey.
Oh,
Like
that's
Mickey
good.
Mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a like. If you said Inspector Gadget, then he has a show. Like I'm looking for a show, a cartoon show.
I mean, I feel like Mickey Mouse, you could say the shorts, and then you're.
There's
Yeah.
tons of Mickey shows, but
I think that counts, but
Yeah, I would give that one.
Yeah,
All right.
solid.
I mean, you can consolidate if you like, because my next one is Minnie Mouse.
Okay, that's
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I'm
But
gonna.
I thought I was
select-
writing characters. That's what I heard the question
Yeah,
is.
Okay.
sure.
If your third one is Donald Duck, no.
Well, I have Goofy, who also has his own product shows and movies.
his are the best.
Yeah,
they are.
I actually don't think they have a show together, do they?
No,
I don't
but
remember.
Goofy definitely has his own show.
My
Yeah.
favorite Goofy ones were the ones that were kind of like where, like a narrator would be talking about stuff, and he would just kind of like
Mm,
be
Yeah.
the
Yes.
character that they're talking about. All right, I'll give you Goofy.
Okay, I also, which you might want to group these 3, but I thought I was getting content, but I said Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Okay, yeah. So
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Yep.
No weapons in there, I don't think.
No.
All right,
So
I'll give you 1 point for those 3.
okay, and then I have Tom and Jerry, which is another show.
They
Which
got
is
weapons.
another
though.
show,
got
but it's
weapons.
one show. So I'll give you a
No,
point.
but they got weapons in that show.
Oh,
There's
such as-
definitely
Okay.
hammers and things and
yeah, mallets, giant mallets.
Oh,
That
that's
means
good.
if any tool is in any other person's show, then that's a weapon.
I've seen baseball bats and hammers and stuff.
I'm
That's
just saying.
Okay,
So
I would
if there's
think
baseball
so.
bats or hammers in the background of any cartoons, then those were weapons. in
Yeah,
the show.
like I think that you could make an argument that every cartoon at some
Okay, all
point
right.
they
That's
use weapons.
fair. No, I'm thinking about that's fair argument because
all right.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that carries on to everybody else. So Peter, what you got?
I have no idea if there's weapons in half of these.
Great.
I wrote
All right.
Powerpuff Girls. I don't know if they had weapons.
I don't think they do. I actually
think
thought
they
of that
did.
one earlier.
No
They
idea.
have powers,
I have
but
no
they don't
idea.
use weapons.
Right? They had powers. I wrote Smurfs.
I got Smurfs. Damn you, Peter.
Ooh, Smurfs is a good one. But yeah,
I just
doesn't
went
count.
down this really twisted Saturday morning of your. I wrote gummy bears because I don't know. I don't remember if they used weapons or not.
They
either.
did because there was an archer in the gummy bear.
Yeah.
Oh,
they were
Oh,
weapons.
that's true. That's true.
Then I wrote Darkwing Duck, and I know he had a weapon.
Oh, he had tons of weapons.
That's like
Yeah,
totally a weapon.
that's basically Batman as a duck. Yeah.
And then I wrote Justice League, which I'm pretty sure they also.
There's a
So,
few weapons in there. Yeah.
did not do as well on that one.
Okay. Katya?
I have Garfield.
Hey,
Also went
that's
down the like Saturday
lasagna
morning.
is a weapon.
Lasagna is definitely a weapon.
It's a
Nobody
weapon.
else with Garfield?
And then I got Charlie Brown
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
and The Simpsons.
Nice. Excellent. And Mike?
I had the Smurfs. And then I put the snorkels.
Oh my god, the
Oh,
snorkel!
wow.
Wow.
All right. Yeah.
That's a deep
Man.
dive.
Old
That's
one.
amazing.
Old one.
Was it?
Nice. All right.
That one was worth 3 points in my books.
I will take them.
But she's not scoring.
Yeah.
All right. So back to board games.
Oh, Corey does bring up a good point. Homer does use his hands as a weapon. Multiple times.
I was gonna say the Simpsons have so many episodes. They've gone from all weapons to no weapons to a circle that you can't even.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I
Itchy
mean,
and
as a
scratchy, too.
whole,
I think as a whole,
Yeah.
I think as a whole they're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. 25 seconds for this next one.
Category?
Board game one.
Okay.
Category is board games that can have 7 or more players go.
What in the hell? 7 or more?
You should know that. It's funny. I see this question like maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks in some board game thing. 'Cause everybody has a group that they're trying to meet, right? I know because I'm always pushing one. Time.
Oh, come on.
I just got on a good train of thought there too.
Right?
Yeah, right.
I was just about to start writing down party games.
That's where you got to go with this one.
All right. Who got the most?
I got 7.
Oh, come on.
Oh, 7. Nice. All right, Peter.
All right, I have Asking for Troubles.
Yeah, so do I.
Disappointed.
I didn't even bother writing it down because the thought entered my head, and I was like, nope, I want other people to waste their time writing it.
Which
I
I did.
wasted my time writing it.
I have We're Doomed.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
I have 7 Wonders, which I'm pretty
Yep.
sure
I got
has
7
been
Wonders.
done. I had Cards Against Humanity.
Mm,
Ah,
I had that one too.
I had Sparkle Kitty.
Oh, nice.
Solid. I had Secret Hitler.
Nice.
Nice.
And I had Between Two Cities.
That play 7?
Wow.
Wow.
It does.
nice. Good solid 5 points out of it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hate it.
Katia?
Actually, I'm not sure if mine plays 7. I just,
Wow,
I
why
wrote
didn't I
them
write
down.
What the Food? I don't know why I didn't write What the Food. What the hell?
It's your game. Why would
I know. God, it's terrible.
I wrote No Thanks. I'm not sure if it plays up to 7
No.
or
it plays up to 5?
5.
6?
Yeah.
Good game, though.
I don't have games that play up to 7.
It's the limited amount of tokens provided.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
could work
then
for them.
I don't know, Battlestar Galactica. The Battlestar is it 6? Damn it!
Is it 6?
Is there
I
an
think so.
expansion that goes to
Double check
7 right there?
Maybe an expansion.
I'll allow expansions because I would have allowed sites.
Damn it! I should have written
Ooh,
code
Scythe.
names.
I did.
All right, so code names.
Anyone else?
Anybody else got code
No.
names?
That would have been a good one.
I put welcome to.
Oh,
another good
whoa.
one.
Hold on. I've got. What is this? Corey to the rescue here, showing me a BGG thing that says no thanks, 3 to 7 players.
Oh, look at that.
I get a point.
Thank you, Corey.
And
Thank you, Corey.
Well done, Corey.
All right. So sorry, Daryl. What were you saying
Corey.
after code names?
I need to get that version of No Thanks. Though.
Yeah, I know.
Sure.
Mine's only 5.
Yeah. Code names: Werewolf
Ooh, very well.
Oh, good one.
and
Yeah.
Welcome to.
Yeah, I like Welcome to as an answer.
Yeah.
And then 7 Wonders got scratched out.
Good. Right there.
I wish I had remembered to say Bang as well.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Mike?
In addition to the ones that are already crossed out, I put Arkham.
Really?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be, but yeah.
I mean, you know better than me.
So,
That surprises me.
Yeah, Arkham plays.
Wow.
yeah,
Count. 8,
Yep.
I think.
Wow.
yeah, I
Um,
think it does.
and just one.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Good
such
one.
a good game. I love that game.
We played a lot of Just One at QsCon.
We sure did.
I love that game.
Would have worked for On Chris's Shelf as well.
Yep.
That
That's it?
was it. The other ones got crossed off.
Okay. Next one is 30 seconds.
Okay.
It is not a board game one. And yeah, just write down what you can think of. Okay. 30 seconds. Fictional cats. Go.
Wait, fictional is real or unreal?
Unreal.
Yeah.
This was a hard one for me. I tried doing these myself too, to see how much I could. I didn't keep a record of it, but I did not do well with this one.
God, this is hard.
It is. And that's time.
Oh man.
Yikes.
All right.
Oh God,
Numbers?
this will-
4 from Katya.
3.
3. Peter.
I wrote 3 at best.
Mike.
I got 7.
7.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Oh, he hooked on to something. All right. What you do? What you do, Mike?
All the Thundercats? Is that what you wrote?
I'm not
maybe.
counting Thundercats.
What?
I'm not counting Thundercats.
What are Thundercats?
They're not cats.
They're fictional cats.
They're not
Cats is in the name.
but they're not cats.
Cats are in the name.
But they're not cats.
They are so cats.
No.
Okay, I gotta
Why
look
are they
this
called
up.
Thundercats?
Wow.
What are
This is
Thundercats?
gonna be a fight.
Like a classic 80s cartoon that
Yeah.
someone needs to make a board game about, which I happen to have in the works over here. If anyone
Oh, nice.
wants to get the Warner Brothers license, I'm just saying.
Just saying.
They are cats. Cats is in the name. That has to count. I need Corey. Come on, Corey.
They are hybrid human half
I
cat
would say they're kinda
aliens,
humanoid.
by the way.
Yeah.
Nothing from Earth.
I mean, now Corey's convincing me against you, Michael, because he just said, and Batman is a bat, and he's not a bat.
No, he's a human that dresses up as a bat at night.
Man
Okay,
bat is
yeah.
not a
Cats
bat.
are friggin' cats.
I'm
So,
with Chris on that. Though those do not look like cats. It's
Her
more
name
human.
is Katara. Like she's named after a cheetah, which is in the cat family.
Agreed. But man
they
bat
got,
is
they
not
got
a
cat names. They got cat names. They're not cats.
Oh,
Rocksteady and Bebop are not a pig and rhino. They're mutants. They're more than just that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
Michael. I've been swung. The Batman argument was just that crushed you.
he dresses up as a bat in an outfit.
I agree with that,
Thundercats
Mike,
do not
but-
dress up in costumes.
I agree with that, Mike, but man bat is also not a bat.
Yeah. Okay. So I had question. I had Catwoman. Does that count?
Not
I
a
would
cat.
say no, because she dresses up in leather.
Yeah.
Not a cat.
But man bat would be a bat. I mean, he's got the wings and the snout and
He's
the
a half
ear.
bat.
Yeah, half. That whole.
Wow.
You didn't
There's
have
some
to have
close.
that.
You know what I'll do? I'll combine all of your Thundercats into one cat. How about that? I'll give you a point for Thundercats.
I mean, that seems appropriate.
I'll give you a point for
Come
Thundercats.
together.
I'm gonna rake you over the coals when I'm the judge of a show. You are so screwed.
Ooh, can I be
no
part of
point
it?
for Thundercats?
Absolutely. You're all welcome back to the Chris roasting.
Nice.
So no points for Thundercats? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, zero.
All right.
Zero.
Well, first of all, I started with Mr. Bigglesworth.
Nice.
Nobody else had that? Nice. All right.
Perfect. Then I went to Garfield, which I'm sure.
Oh, I had
Yeah,
that.
Garfield.
Yeah, got it.
Garfield was, yeah.
Then I went to the cat on the Smurfs, which
Oh,
I said it.
Is it Gargamel?
Azrael.
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 Very good. You said that, Peter?
I did.
God damn it.
We got to stay away from the Smurfs.
All right, and then I have 4 Thundercats on my list.
All right. I give you a point for I
One.
consolidated the
Yeah.
Thundercats. All right.
That was
Well,
That
bullshit.
was real generous.
Katya?
I have the
I'm looking
Cheshire
at
Cat
Oh,
Hey, there you go. That's
nice.
pretty
and Hobbs. Right?
Oh, that's good.
Calvin Hobbes? Nobody
That's
else
so
with
good.
Hobbes?
cool.
Nice.
That's so good.
Yes, that's a good one. Daryl?
Felix
Oh,
Nice.
good one as
Someone
well.
else but Felix? Oh, nice.
and the Cheshire Cat.
Oh wait, no, I
Oh.
said that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
damn
did say
it.
that? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Sorry.
Oh,
All right, I go down to
I
one
can't
point.
believe I didn't say Tom, though. I should have said that.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
him Larry and forgot about him till now.
Peter, you got any leftovers?
I said Sparkle Kitty, which is
Nice. He keeps bringing it back.
a cat. And then
Those aren't
I
cats.
said I said Grumpy Cat, which I don't
There's
know.
not
That's
actually a cat in Sparkle Kitty.
Really?
there is. It's the storyline is there's an evil cat. There's a cat on the box. There's a cat on the box.
Which box? You mean the one that's throwing up
boxes.
rainbows?
Huh? Yeah.
That's okay. That's true.
It's
I
sort of
worked on
like
the
saying
box.
Nyan cat, except for it's sparkly.
I should have
All
said
right.
Hello Kitty.
Oh, Hello Kitty would have been good as well.
Oh yeah. What was
But
your
then I
second?
said that cat in the Disney movie that I can't think of.
I think
You
that's a
better
little
not even
broad.
give that a point. Don't even give
Yeah.
that a thought.
I don't
No,
think I
that's
can
the
give that a
Cheshire
point.
cat, and it's already been crossed off. so-
Yeah, I don't think I can give that a point.
You're not giving me points for cat-like humanoids. You're not
I'm not
giving
doing
that.
it, Mike.
No,
All right.
that was not. I wasn't trying to get a point on that. That
All
was
right.
me going. I've seen all these movies, and I can't think of any of the names of any of these cats.
That's crazy.
No Heathcliff.
No.
Heathcliff
That
was
would have been good. Heathcliff,
would've been nice.
Tom. Jeez, it's terrible.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Ooh, I'm giving you 40 seconds for this one.
Ooh.
You think that's good, but that's actually a bad sign.
That means it's a really tough category.
All right. Not a board game one.
Oh. What?
Yeah, I mixed it up.
You're confusing me now.
All right. Fictional characters where their first names and last names start with the same letter go.
Are you shitting me?
No,
No, I can't even think.
I.
That's that. My brain doesn't work that way. I can't even think of last names of fictional characters. Take the hint, though.
You got 10 seconds.
I got 3. What I got?
Gave you 40 seconds and you're not going to use them all?
Hmm.
It's time.
Okay, by fictional characters, like, do superheroes count this time?
They do.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my first one.
Yeah, if you go down the superhero track, you should have a long list.
I
Well,
hope
no.
no one went down the superhero track.
No, because
I only got 2 though.
Great.
You'll be fine.
we're
Great.
gonna cross out these things.
All right. So, well, let's start with you, Katya. What you got?
I got Wonder Woman,
Nice.
right?
No one put
Wow, I can't believe I didn't think of that one.
that. Wow.
And I
Yeah.
got Silver Surfer.
Oh,
I wrote that one.
of course.
Oh,
Who wrote
That's-
that one?
I wrote that one.
Peter,
Damn you,
he's
Peter.
the party ruiner.
that's a
Yeah,
good
all
one.
right.
He really is a party
I
pooper.
was hoping no one wrote that one as well. What the heck?
That's a
I
really
grew up playing that video game. I could
Oh, yeah.
not. Yeah. No.
What you got,
That's
Mike?
a really good one. Me?
Yeah.
I went totally Superman on this one. So I got Lex Luthor.
Okay. Anybody else?
I got Lois Lane.
Nice.
Oh, jeez. What was I thinking?
And then I have his high school sweetheart, Lana Lang.
Lana Lang.
Nice.
Nice.
No one got any of those?
No,
No.
it makes me angry that yours were so like logically close to each other because I'm like all over the place.
Well, what you got, Daryl?
I got Peter Parker.
Oh, God damn.
No one else?
No.
I mean, I guess I was staring at you because I couldn't think. So thank you for that. Assist.
While you guys were doing it, I was going.
He was doing this, and then I was, oh, okay, that got me started.
Yeah,
Bugs
my
Bunny.
brain's like Spider-Man. No.
Yep.
It right away was like, oh right, there are last names. But this next one's a stretch. Bugs Bunny.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Fictional character. Yeah. I get it.
Big Bird.
Yeah.
And then the only person I can think in Harry Potter was Luna Lovegood.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Luna Lovegood.
And-
Yeah.
but it took me a long time. I was going through a lot of Harry Potter characters. Couldn't think of anyone else.
Wow.
Nice.
Daryl,
Peter.
you must be good at categories.
I love categories.
Yeah, I could tell that you would be good at that.
Peter, you got any left?
I have one left, Doctor Doom.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'll take 8 points on this category. I couldn't think of any.
All right, final one. And these are longer than I thought they would be.
Is this board games?
It is board games.
Great.
All right.
There's a wall of board games behind him.
My
30
strongest
seconds.
category is behind me. It's awesome.
30 seconds. Animal-themed board games. Go.
You're an idiot if you don't put that one down, right?
I know you have to, right?
Chris, I hate you.
I found this to be fun.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Five seconds. Time.
Such a mess.
All right. What's your numbers?
5.
4.
5, 5,
But not
4,
a confident 5.
3. All right. Katya? What you got?
Everdell.
17 of them right here.
Yeah. Everdell, of course.
Yeah, Everdell.
You guys got it? Okay.
Corey's got Everdell, too.
Wingspan.
Ooh, good
Why
one.
didn't you think of that?
Nobody
Really?
else. Corey had it in there, but that doesn't.
Corey
go
doesn't
against
count.
you.
Corey, you count.
Oh, poor Corey.
I kid.
gotta get
He
Corey on
helped
the
me
show.
out earlier.
He doesn't block you out.
No, I know.
I'll say that, yeah.
We gotta get Corey on the show. That's
I put Calico.
Oh, another good one.
Oh,
Did
no
not
one
think
else did
about.
Calico. Oh,
Isle
fine.
of Cats
Oh, another good one.
ah.
oh, nice.
and
Ooh, heavy.
Ratcatcher.
Nice.
Ooh, good list.
Yeah, good list.
Yeah, Katya gets all the cat points.
Well, if you just make that Thundercats one, wait, they're not.
Just rub the salt in the wound.
Mike?
Welcome to our last episode.
Oh, man.
Dang. That asterisk is really hurting you.
He
it
loves his
hurt.
Thundercats.
I had to use his name to get the asterisks off. I mean, this is just awful.
He loves those Thundercats.
I hate it. Yeah, I had Everdell. I also had Root,
Oh, that's a good one.
Corey also put that one. Good.
and I had Flamecraft.
Ooh. Dragons.
Mythical animal? I'll allow it.
All right,
Don't say I
Flamecraft.
never did anything for you.
I really hope Peter didn't put it down. That was
I actually didn't because I wasn't thinking dragons.
Peter.
I had evolution.
Nice.
So I don't know if because I went down the path of I had evolution. I had oceans,
Nice.
and I had Jurassic Park, and then I had Zularetto.
Oh,
What was the last one?
of course.
Zularetto.
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody else?
a good one.
Nice. Daryl?
Well, I got all 4 of mine then. Rhino Hero,
Nice,
Nice.
Animal Upon Animal.
nice.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
That really?
No.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
Is it-
I'm not doubting that it's real. I just never heard of
oh, it's a Haba game. You stack
Yeah, yeah.
animals. And-
so is Rhino Hero actually.
And
right?
actually, yeah, I'm on a Haba track. And then That's My Fish.
it. Oh, right.
And then I put Roar. And
Oh,
forgot to
nice.
put- and I forgot to put Voss because there's a squirrel. But
Oh.
There are a lot more animal games than I would have thought when you started
Yeah.
this list.
All right. So let me total up the scores.
I
Ooh.
would say Bosk was more about leaves and animals, but there is a squirrel in it.
I'm just staring at it, and I can't believe I didn't think about it.
I really like the fact that your brain goes down a certain track and then Wingspan didn't even occur to
No,
me.
not at all. And then you say it, and I'm like, of course.
Yeah, but then Peter drops evolution. He's like, well, of course.
Right.
All right. So
I think
Katya at 19 is last, just behind Mike at 20.
I didn't lose.
But
Yeah,
but
we
the
lost a lot.
winner is Peter with 26, and
Ooh.
Daryl had 24.
Ooh, very close.
Really close.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Very good game.
Says the winner.
Yeah.
Mike. Well, I think Mike. Mike would have taken it with Thundercats if that had been allowed.
No.
No,
No,
he
I
only
really
had
like
4 of
Daryl.
them.
He only had
okay.
4 of them, so
and he
he's
still
down
got
3
one.
points.
So he only lost 3 points.
Yeah, he
Oh,
only lost
okay,
3
yeah,
points.
And actually, I think that one was very generous.
I mean, I can argue because those are cats. I mean, cats is in. It's actually Thundercats where cats is a capital C. So
So it's a noun.
it's a cat. They're cats.
If you brought a
A
pet
snarf
cat,
is a
it looks
snarf.
like a thundercat.
A
Snarf is not a
snarf.
cat. That's like saying an Ewok. Like it's a
Snarf
separate.
looks more like a cat than a thundercat. Anyway,
By the way, I don't want to. I don't want to lose track of that debate, but I do have to jump off this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah,
part.
I was going to say, well,
Same.
that game went a little bit longer than I was thinking, and maybe we ought to save the third game I came up with for another time.
Yeah.
That was
I don't think
fantastic.
it's
I
as,
want to do that again.
I don't think it's as good as those two games anyway.
I want to come up with these weird trivia ones now. It was
They're
fun.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that
fun to come up with.
It was great.
Yeah.
So why don't we? I mean, this is a nice long episode. What are we at? Almost 3 hours. So I think that's a good time to cap it off.
Yep.
I've tortured Mike enough.
I'll get you back. I'm keeping a tally of how many times I got to get you back.
It's never designed to torture you, Mike. You just fit right into the. You're throwing thundercats at cats. I don't know what to do with you.
You said fictional cats. I mean,
Yeah.
I see your argument. I just don't agree.
I want to ask like a large survey of people that question.
All right. Yeah. Next game one, when you run it, I know I'm in trouble.
I do have to say that having a dry erase board handy is awesome.
Yeah, I only used a couple pages for scoring, but I don't know how many pages you guys went through.
I went through
Drawing.
Probably
I have
5.
a room. The floor is littered with paper.
Wonderful.
I want to say thanks to Corey. Thanks to all of our commenters, actually. Donnie's in there. Who else was talking here? Earthbound Nate.
Wait a minute. I'm just looking at one of Donnie's comments here, and I got to bring it up. So, would you agree that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are turtles? If you were like fictional turtles,
What? What do you mean they're not turtles?
They are
I'm
turtles.
asking, would you say
They
that they're
were
turtles?
turtles, and then
They are
went-
turtles.
They went in the ooze.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they were mutant turtles, right? They
No,
mutated?
before their origin story, they were a turtle.
Okay,
That is true.
but you can't say that the Thundercats are not cats.
Were they
Were they
cats
cats?
first?
They were never cats, though.
They were never a cat.
But they didn't start off a cat. And I might even
Exactly.
argue that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are not turtles anymore. They're
Oh,
I
no,
would
mutant
say
turtles.
I agree. They mutated.
They're
but they
mutant
mutated
turtles.
from a turtle.
They came from turtles, but they're no longer turtles. They're mutant turtles.
Well,
So
we're
if
not
Chris
talking about when
If Chris's
when they
Topic.
were born, they were turtles.
topic was fictional turtles, and I put down Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, and Donatello,
Yeah,
You
they
wouldn't
each
give me
were
4
born a
points?
turtle. They were each born a turtle.
I would give you 4 points for that.
Yeah,
And you're kind of swaying me there.
However, you wouldn't get any points because all of us would write down those 4 turtles.
That's true. But
I-
you are
fine.
kind of
I
swaying
know.
me.
I would
Eric
give you
can
those
swing
4
me.
points 100%.
but only because there was a moment in their life that they were 100% a turtle.
If
Yeah.
I allow Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, then I would allow Thundercats. So you might sway me on that. But either way, you didn't win. But
I don't care. If I tie Daryl, I'm happy.
I'm not. saying-
I'll say that there's a little bit of argument to be made there, but
Discuss it in the comments on this
Yeah.
episode.
yes, thank you.
Join the Discord.
Donnie's gonna hop into the Discord, and we're just gonna.
Yeah, you guys should hash that out. I'm going to
Yeah.
say that
Corey.
either way, I'm fine with the answer, whatever it turns out to be. Just tell me on
Because
the
we-
next show.
Because you still win. All right. Well, please like and subscribe. And we got our 42nd subscriber during the episode. That was excellent. Thank you, Daryl.
That's awesome.
So thanks for showing up. Thank you, Lance, even though you couldn't stick around. Thanks for showing up. And Mike, anything to add? Do we know what we're doing next week?
No, I think we need to bring Corey and Donnie on so we can just argue about cats being cats. No, thank you guys for coming back. It's been absolutely awesome to be able to do this every week with not only Chris but you guys in the background, commenting in the comments, and supporting us how you guys are doing. So thank you for everything.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Fun.
Donnie.
Fun. Cheers.
All right. Thanks
Have a
for
good night,
watching,
everybody.
everybody.
Yep.
Bye.